We should be streaming on both
Beautiful.
YouTube and
Welcome back, everybody, to Beards and Barbarians, episode 47. Oh, God, I'm going to echo now. Because there's a special announcement today.
Technical
You're going to
fucking
be checking us out
difficulties. Jesus Christ.
not just on Twitch. You're going to be watching us. You're also seeing us on TikTok and on YouTube Live. On all three platforms, we're saying hello. And this is how we're going to be here. So if you want to check us out live, you have 3 different options to check from. And obviously, the videos will be uploaded to YouTube. But let's get into the announcements and get right into the game. Austin.
First announcement of the night is the sponsor of this wonderful stream since the beginning of this 47 episode main campaign, countless one-shot stream, the wonderful Dubby Energy. It is a sound effects work. It's a powdered energy drink. It comes within that little tin that you got right there. It comes with a scoopy, and you put it in water, and you shake it like you're mad at it, and then it's a great drink, and there's no carbonation, so it doesn't give you that weird throat tickle, and it wakes you up like a normal energy drink, except for it's not nearly as bad for you as a normal energy drink. Because I think I looked, insert name brand energy drink name here, has like 62 grams of sugar in a can. That's insane. That's insane. That's like a lot of sugar.
No, Austin, that's almost as sweet as you.
Stop.
Wow.
Stop. Shut up, Joe.
Get a room.
No,
You get a... Oh, you're in a room. I'm also in a room.
we are.
Joe, if you would like to cover Dragon's Nest and the
Yeah.
wonderful charity that is happening.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, we'll start with our other affiliate group. So, Dragon's Nest Delivery, run by James. They send these boxes every month. I have January's coming soon. Hopefully soon. Because it's still cute. But that's not their real logo. It's just a dragon carrying a treasure chest normally. But what comes inside of it is minis, normally about 4 or 5. You get a set of metal dice and a set of resin dice, along with a copyright-free module and copyright-free music. So, if you're a streamer, or if you're just someone that wants a free, game as a DM instead of, worrying about what you're going to plan that week, it's a great module. It's about $40. He's always running discounts. Last month's $20. It is worth it alone on the metal dice to me. And the biggest benefit, which I'm out of now, is Japanese snacks. So there's about 4 or 5 candies or snacks in it.
That's why you said hopefully coming soon, because you're out of Japanese... Yeah.
He's hanging.
I looked over because I normally have a little pile on my desk to be like, and I'm opening a cheese log today. I actually never know what they actually are.
You know I'm good for it.
Yeah.
Real quick, hold on, I missed something. If you go to w.com and type a promo code NAT20Beards, you get 10% off your whole order. That's important. Thank you, Debbie. Joe?
Yeah. So, the other thing that we're doing this month, and a lot of other creators are doing it, there's about 80 TT RPG talkers out there running a charity for Doctors Without Borders, MSF, and currently we're at about $12,000 raised through 2.5 weeks. So, what is Beards and Barbarians doing to help? Any donations we get on our stream and any merchandise that we sell, all revenues and proceeds will be going to the charity at the end of the month. So please feel free to check out our link tree. It is on our TikTok. It is on our Twitch. It is in our Discord. Feel free to check it out or just message us on there and we'll get it to you. The other thing is, if you're interested and curious what's going on, it's just providing medical relief to those in Gaza that need it. I will leave it at that. Do the more research if you want to. That is what we're supporting this month in January.
And if you go to our merch store, like he said, we're donating all the revenue from that, so you could get some cool Beards and Barbarian swag and help a good cause. But bam.
Win-win.
Oh, and for all of you, if you guys are watching Twitch, I would love for you to, because I have a surprise new intro that I've been working on. So for people on Twitch, I hope you like it. And intro! Yeah. It's cool. Brad and Logan's intro says fuck, so. That's gonna be a problem. Brad, 3, 2, 1, we're back. Speak, Brad.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Welcome back to Beards and Barbarians, episode 47. On last session... why are you changing my notes? Technical difficulties. I love my computer, it just never works.
Classic.
In the last session, Onyx Deepborough returned to his hometown of Stillwater to assist the building of a temple. However, an unexpected turn of events saw him waking up to find the temple miraculously completed after an unforeseen slumber. He was then called upon to bless this newly built temple, which led to an anonymous eruption of power spewing out of the elemental stone that he possesses, leaving everyone in awe. After returning to his party, Onyx and the group found themselves invited to a royal table at their favorite bar, the Bear Paw Inn. Tensions ran high as a heated exchange unfolded between the party and King Welsh, with it climaxing to the king himself departing from the gathering. Meanwhile, with the assist of Merlin, Rubio delved into the gathering of crucial information about the goblins for his important recruitment plans. Raven and Kars engaged in strategies discussing the concerning Zuskia nation they have bestowed the rights to rule and the task of confining all 7 elemental elders in one place. Throughout all these events, Kailu embarked on a very romantic journey with a man named Dante, only to be interrupted by a sudden appearance of the party knocking on their door, waking them up. Rushing outside, being told there's people in the trees, Kailu looks up and sees no one. Instantly, Dante is told to go and protect his village. Search. He turns into his direwolf form and runs away. As he comes back to the party, this is where we start our journey. Coming back, shifting back into his human form, furious look on his face as he peers eyes with Onyx, Eldarian, and Rubio. And then he turns to Kailu, still with an angry look. This is who you bring around? I thought you were mature adults. I didn't know you were a child that needed a babysitter. I tried to share a moment of empathy, and it was interrupted. I knew I shouldn't have opened myself up. And he walks back inside, leaving the door open.
Damn, sensitive.
What do you guys do?
Kailu, after all of that has happened, and they've gotten confirmation, like we've all gotten confirmation that the rest of his people are okay, she's gonna just blank-faced look at the rest of her party members. Who's closest? Who's physically standing next to her? She's gonna start beating you with her staff. Just start fucking whacking all of you.
I pre-raised my arms around my head.
Just start beating every single, first it's Rubio, then she goes after Onyx, and she points her staff very menacingly at Eldarian, but she doesn't know him well yet, so, he might get out of this without getting hit.
In my defense, I tried to stop us halfway here, but they talked me into it.
Now Daria just gets the finger of doom.
If you stop hitting me, I'll tell you what happened.
But you better have a good excuse. I am very close to becoming a bear and eating all of you right now. Very close.
I'm gonna back away out of staff range, and I'm gonna put my hands up and say, it was only out of good nature that we showed up to this area. And I swear,
Good.
on the deadly rivers that flow in hell itself, there were dozens of red eyes, cobblestones doing in the trees. I saw them all. They only left because of us. If we weren't here, God knows what would have happened. I promise. We weren't here to mess up your time with Dante. I trust him. What I didn't trust is the current situation the state of the world is in. That is it. Don't hit me.
Classic dad line.
Okay.
For your
After
own
that,
good.
she's gonna for your own good. She's gonna look very pointedly at Onyx.
Hello.
I understand that they've ruined whatever good nature you started this journey with. You're supposed to be
That's true.
the other one who understands how to keep everyone in line. This is as much on you as it is everyone else. No one is going to talk to me for the rest of the evening. Now go away. And then she's going to just turn around and go back inside.
That's from maybe Kaz and Raven, but I mean,
Yeah,
I mean-
Kylo, Kars and Raven did nothing.
I
yeah,
think
no,
once,
you guys aren't
what-
there, so.
once the door shuts, Eldarian's gonna look at Onyx and Rubio and be like, "Man, she chewed you guys new assholes and didn't say a word to me. I got off clean in this one. Let's go home."
And
Uh,
with this, like you said, the state of the world, we're very important people. If one of us goes down, the rest of us will suffer.
Well, then, do you want us to stay here, or should we go back? Like, I think she's made it clear she does not want our presence.
we have to go back to the castle, or my wife is gonna send an assassin to kill me.
No,
Most
no, no.
likely.
You lost a bet. You have to sleep with Raven tonight.
Oh, aye. But my wife was got to be at least in the bloody castle area. If I'm not back in the kingdom by morning, oh, she's gonna be worse than Kailu.
That is fair.
Well, then we have a chariot, and we have a griffin. Was it a hippogriff or a griffin?
Griffin.
Hippogriff. Oh no, you're Griffin. Griffin on the. Well, I thought you were talking about your. Yeah,
Griffin.
You know. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about Cars' mount, but it's all good. Moving forward.
His name's Petrie. I decided Petrie.
Dish.
Okay, then let's go
Like a
back.
petri dish.
Cannon.
You
Let's
guys
see
can
what-
go back. What if I just in the woods?
If you're not going back, I'm not going back, because I'm not leaving one of you alone.
I won't be
Rubio,
two in that house. I'll just yell real loud.
no, she doesn't
would you
want
want to
bothered
stay
again.
here?
She'll kill you. You do not bother her a second time.
She
I will
try.
stay right here.
She will try.
Rubio, you go back. I will stay with Onyx.
We can't leave the king by himself.
Are you
could
really
probably
going to
make
put
it
me in this
one
weird of a
piece.
position?
Yes.
I
Look, I
see
got
it-
my-
what
Got
if
my
you
griffin
stay here?
right here.
If anything, we should just leave her be. I think she can handle herself.
Do what? I don't. Well, if you think so, there's a lot of eyes, pairs of eyes in those trees, but
Those eyes know that she's got hard company now. They're not around to know that we're leaving.
could be. There are a lot of them that disappeared. I'm just
Well-
trying to play it safe.
Want to ease everybody's minds? We can do a sweep of the area, then make our asses back over to the kingdom.
Alright.
Okay.
What say you, Eldarian?
I think we should let her have a wonderful evening that she wants. We should do a quick sweep like you said, and then fuck off.
Well, I think it's too late for that. I think the evening's kind of ruined.
No, she'll be fine. She'll
What
get
the hell?
he'll get over it. If he really lets us ruin his night, is he really worth the time?
No. I don't think he is
Exactly.
at all, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna take out a piece of paper and a little, like, oil welling quill. I'm gonna say, give me a moment. I need to let Dante know this was not a farce or a practical joke. I'm not into that bullshit. I'm gonna walk up to the door, I'm gonna scrawl a quick brief explanation. More or less what I gave Kylu, but a little bit more detailed now that I'm not getting attacked by a staff. And I'm just gonna slide it underneath his doorway, tap twice with my rapier via the point downward outside to get any attention potentially, and just walk away and join my group. And I say, let's check the area, and then fuck back off home.
So, as the three of you then get into the carriage with the hippogriff and you fly away, probably takes you about a good hour to get back, the same amount as the journey was here. So at this point, it's closer to 1 a.m. and Onyx and Rubio, because you guys are probably the last ones awake, you feel something weird happen. It's as if your stone's power got revoked. You don't feel that power coming from your stones anymore. And as you land down, getting out of the carriage, probably splitting off, Onyx and Eldarian heading to the tavern where they know they have a room, and Rubio heading back to see his wife in his bedroom. Is this how you guys part ways, or?
Yeah, that's more or less what I was gonna do. I'm sure we've had a long day.
Yeah.
If I recall, at the end of last session, Raven had actually went into...
I know,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Okay,
I didn't forget.
I have the map ready.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I go into the tavern and go to bed.
Okay.
What time is it?
About 1 in the morning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
bedtime.
So as the two of you make your way to, my goodness, as you guys make your way into the bedrooms, cars with being an assassin and the alert fee, you hear them walk in. You hear the footsteps of a big armored fellow, and kind of softer, very, very, very quiet footsteps, but not trying to sneak. You could probably tell with just your passive insight that that's Onyx and Eldarian coming in for the night. And at that moment, you feel the sensation of being able to move fast gone from the haste your book gives you, and also the unattachment feeling of your weapons that you had charmed. And from here, Rubio makes his way back to the castle. He walks up the stairs, and the room is pitch black.
Yay, this is gonna be fun.
What? 1 second. 1 second. Let me make this fun. Oh wow, you're small.
You're small.
So a pitch black room. You make your describe to me going to bed really quick.
Oh, Raven's butt ass naked, by the way.
Great. Rubio enters the room, and the moment he does, he knows what his Dragonborn friend smells, because I don't think once in this entire adventure has Raven mentioned bathing. So he's just gonna slouch his shoulders and go, fuck. She's gonna hate me. He'll take his belongings and just kind of set them aside near the bed, and take off his robe and everything he would normally sleep in. Is my wife in this room, or is she left already?
No,
Oh,
we
she's
talked
gone.
and
She's in
she's
another
cool.
room.
Yeah, we talked, she's cool.
So this is okay. So this is her punishment for me. Awesome. Are you already sleeping? Do I
Oh,
hear
yeah.
snoring?
Yeah, no, Raven's out.
Awesome. Cool. Rubio's gonna walk over to the couch in the corner and make himself at home. He's gonna sleep in the same room.
Does
Am I getting
Raven
booed by a meta pigeon right now?
does Raven hear Rubio enter the room?
Oh, no.
I'm not letting you get away with this.
What's your passive investigation and your passive insight?
Dog shit.
Tell me both those numbers.
I mean, if I'm required to
passive
tell
investigation is 8, passive insight's 11.
With an 11 insight, you can kind of, with your your fighter, you're
I
pretty
can tell
on
you
your
my
toes.
passive perception is 11.
It's bullshit.
Oh yeah, so you hear him walk in. You hear the
Nice.
vines open up to the bedroom and all the roots kind of push themselves, and you hear a and then you hear the very slight sound of the cushions being squished onto the blue couch in the corner of the room.
Raven's gonna get up, grab Rubio by the leg, and carry him to bed.
The 9 rings of hell, I'll chop your arm off.
Yeah, try it. Whatever.
I'm just swinging with no success at all.
And then Raven's gonna put Rubio in bed and then use him as a body pillow. Just like one arm, and then the leg. and then just
So
conk it, then just conk out.
I will just say you are trapped. I'm not going to make any athletics check for either of you because Rubio, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. But you are probably immobile as well because Raven is so heavy.
Would I be able to cast spells in this situation?
What would you want to cast?
480
I'm
pounds.
this close to casting polymorph. I swear to God. I'm this close to turning into like a chain devil or some shit.
I think polymorph is
if you-
just beasts there, pal.
If you want to try, I'm just going to let you know, I will give Raven a counter.
Nah, I'll give up. I'll like go to reach for my rapier to change into the book, and then be like, I'm tired, and I'm just gonna immediately pass out. But before I do, I imagine Raven's is big spooning me right now.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'll just succumb to our camaraderie. I'll kiss his little forearm, gonna be like, "Good night, beastie," and I'll just conk out immediately.
Embrace the
'Cause
cuddle.
I'm sure like the body warmth coming off this 400 whatever pound beast is just putting me right to bed.
6'8", 480.
That sounds about right.
Unfortunately, Dragonborns are cold-blooded, so now you ain't getting nothing.
Oh shit. Well, Rubio's from hell, so maybe he finds it comforting.
And
It's not comfortable down
and
there either.
Raven does bathe. He just bathes in the bloods of his enemies.
Yeah.
So
actually
they're not completely dirty. They're they're gross.
I will point out, Raven is one of the only people that actually has mentioned bathing on this stream, and it was like
Oh really?
when we were doing the war in the Republic the first time, he took a dirt bath or whatever. So
Oh, like the chinchilla equivalent of rolling around in
like
dust.
lizards
Yeah,
rolling
look,
in dirt.
That's what I'm saying. they bathe in the blood of their enemies, and that's what's important.
The only other sense of cleaning I've ever heard is prestidigitation.
It's true.
when it
That's
was
literally it.
necessary.
They don't abide by that spell.
It just doesn't work.
Okay,
On.
so as everyone goes to sleep,
Cool.
you fall
A little.
into a dream.
Oh,
Oh man.
So
Here,
as
Pookie.
He's gonna Dutch oven me so many times. I already know it's gonna happen.
they did have a lot to drink before this, so yeah, they might.
Yeast.
So, you go into a dream and you're brought to somewhere different. From all your past dreams, being brought to somewhere which is familiar, being brought to memories, all these different varieties of fantasy your dreams allow you to replay history. This one's different. You're brought into a blank room, whites clear everywhere. The sensation of an empty void just fills you. And slowly, a very small dot appears in the distance, and you realize you're going closer as the dot appears to get bigger and bigger, but the dot now starts breathing fire right from beside it, and you see the one dot appear into two figures appear, but one is way bigger than the other one. As you appear to the smaller figure, you recognize this as Nar's mom. As she blasts arcane magic from her hands, violent blue streams of electricity fills her fingertips and blasts into this dark shadow that is fuming black and red fire out of its mouth. And you hear words pierce all your ears. My work is done. Go. And images flash throughout the entire white room. You are brought to a desert with only a very small tower peering out of the sand as if it had fallen in. And you awaken. 8 hours later, you all have a long rest. We start with Kailu. Kailu, as you walk, let's just go back a little bit because I'm curious. You walk back inside to Dante right before you go to sleep. Just give me a general gist of, would you apologize or would you remain kind of silent about what happened? 'Cause
Oh yeah, no, she absolutely would be apologizing. Those motherfuckers are not her responsibility, regardless of what they think.
So as you try to start apologizing, Dante kind of puts his hand up. Let's just go to sleep. I'm very tired and I'm very frustrated. It's always better to talk when I'm very calm, otherwise I might say things I will regret.
Wise words.
And he makes his way to the bedroom, once again leaving the door open, not inviting you, but not saying you cannot come. What do you do?
Yeah, no, that whole moment has absolutely sailed, and she can recognize that. So we're just gonna post up on one of the couches.
After you have this violent dream, waking up, how would you wake up?
Probably just like vertical, just like snap up into a sitting position, gasping.
And as your body sits up, the first thing that hits your nose as your eyes get blinded by the sunlight that's peering in through the windows is bacon and eggs. You can tell that Dante's in the kitchen from the shadow peering from the window, that he's in there cooking breakfast.
Holy crap.
Well, all right. Who am I to say no to food? Gonna cautiously enter the kitchen.
As you kind of walk into the kitchen, you could tell he's fully dressed. His body posture allows him to seem more upbeat and less angry as he was hunched over and with a sore face. How do you approach Dante?
Oh, it's awkward, buddy. It's awkward. We're gonna stand by the door and fiddle with our fingers, like, "Oh, good morning.
He
Hope you're
turns
feeling
around kind
better."
of, he turns around kind of upbeat. Oh, I'm making breakfast. I know you have to go speak with Eldar right away, but I thought we could have a quick breakfast and I could walk you there.
Ooh, I would love that. Thank you. She kind of just like tries to card her fingers through her hair because it's probably a little bit of more of a mess than it usually is.
So as you most likely take a seat, Dante serves you a platter with eggs. There's form of kind of reddish toast and sausages on the side with one strip of bacon in the middle. He sits down with a familiar plate, but you can tell his food is raw. And he just starts going to town. He has no table manners whatsoever. He just grabs the food with his hands, and when the plate becomes too empty, he just takes the plate and starts licking it.
Alright.
Love this guy now.
You know what? Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, Kylie would definitely just eat as she normally does, all prim and proper as she was raised.
And he kind of, as after he's done licking, his eyes kind of make contact with you eating like that, and he puts the plate down and he tries to pick up the utensil and he looks at it and he's like, so do you know what Eldar wants to speak with you about?
Well, yes and no. I have an idea, but I'm sure it's more than what I've considered. There's a lot of things we have to talk about. A lot of things.
Let's make haste once you're done eating, and we'll talk more on the road.
All right. She really wants to apologize, but she has no idea what the appropriate time to do so would be.
So after you guys are done eating, Dante kind of puts on a nice leather jacket. You could tell he handmade, from the stitches being very visible across the entire thing, with buttons lining down either side. With that, he opens the door, waiting for you to get ready and prepared to leave.
Yeah, she doesn't. She usually travels pretty light anyway. So after helping clean up, because she absolutely would help attempt to clean up, they'd be off.
Did
So-
they see my letter?
Oh yeah, so
Nice tie.
1 second actually.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
If you could just-
Well,
Good way.
first roll of the night is a nat 1. So he does not see your note. And he walks right past it. Dante, not Dante. Kailu, can you roll me perception?
Damn it.
I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have my dice out, so it's going to be a digital. Ooh, that's really good. I got a 23.
Oh, okay, yeah, instantly you see the note. The first thing you see is it's from Rubio. What do you do?
I'm gonna contemplate if I should pick it up or set it on fire. And instead, I pick it up and I go put it real quickly, run back inside and go put it on his kitchen table.
Okay.
So at some
So-
point he will find it.
You will. Okay. That's a nice action. The two of you make your way. He turns to you and he kind of nods his head to the left. Are you able to speak with animals?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's better because I need to stretch my legs. And he shifts into the direwolf.
All right.
And he bows down, allowing you to hop on.
Ooh.
Gross.
It's not the first time, admittedly, but there's a lot less fighting and spellcasting going on this time around. So yeah, sure.
True.
You
Hop
get
on his back.
him, and he starts dashing and going very, very fast, sprinting across the forest, making his way towards the castle. As he peers over the hill that this village sits upon, you see the full view of the Republic capital, allowing you to actually embrace its glory from what it is and not seeing it from a perspective of great walls in front of you. You're able to see the inner beauty. And he starts dashing down the hill and talking to you in his direwolf form.
Sorry, come on.
I was very harsh last night.
No, don't. I am very sorry, very apologetic for my companions. They aren't usually like that. I assure you I'm definitely an adult and have been an adult for several years now, but I suppose that's been lost in translation.
Well,
Yeah.
no matter how old my son could have gotten,
Yeah.
I still would have protected him under any circumstances. You can't blame your father for wanting to make sure you're safe. To be fair, you've met me once before this, and I did take you back to my home, which was very far from the capital.
Well, yes, but you also did keep us from freezing to death, so all's well that ends well.
Oh, that's true. And as he's taking lefts and rights, dashing and dodging through the woods, and you're going full sprint out mode and having a conversation. Like, he is going crazy.
Yeah, and
Well-
she's got like aggressive hands in the fur trying to hold on here.
Well, you've told me you were separated from your father. You just reunited with him. He lost you. And I wouldn't understand the feeling he would have if I had found my son again. I would never let him out of my sight. But the giant paladin... And who is the other guy? I haven't met him.
That's Eldarian. He's a new friendly face.
I wouldn't use the word friendly, but that's my opinion. And as you guys are probably about a couple minutes away, an opportunity for one more conversation arises. Do you take it, or do you allow the moment of silence to just be there?
Yeah, no, moment of silence is fine. I was not really sure what else conversational-wise would be appropriate currently.
So, as you guys not land, but get to the break of the castle, he allows you to get off and shifts back into his humanoid form. And he kind of looks at you with a smile. I would like to retry this one more time. Without hopefully being interrupted.
I think that's a splendid idea. And I will definitely make sure we aren't interrupted, at least by my friends.
Don't count on it.
Well, like you said, you are going to the void. And he
Time for
reaches
me and
into
Cars
his
to
back.
show up.
He reaches into his sack and he pulls out a chewed up, like a dog chewed up toy, and he hands it to you. Please bring this to Farah. He'll understand.
Of course. Is there any other message you would like me to give him?
No. Me and my brother are too far drifted apart. There's no fixing what we had broken. That's why it's important for your party. They're like your They're your family. You can't let a simple mistake break something so valuable. Because if I could turn around and forgive my brother, I would. But I can't. Too late.
Because he's dead.
But no. Wait, you're not here.
Sorry.
But we do have to get to the tavern. Eldar would be waiting. And as the two of you start walking, Cars, Eldarian, and Onyx, how do you guys wake up from this dream you just had?
Who
I
the
guess-
fuck was that?
I feed my griffin.
The fuck?
Are you saying that in your room by yourself?
Yeah, he's just like,
Oh,
what the fuck?
You'll get used to it.
Another one. I go feed my griffin. But
Okay.
looked at the spell. It doesn't say it disappears after a long rest.
Ugh.
So I feed my griffin. He's a now permanent character of our party.
Uh,
I like
it. I think Eldarian's gonna try to find anybody he knows. So probably Cars.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Cars, I had the most bizarre dream about this person I've never met shooting a shadow with smoke.
Wow. Sounds super unique. Honestly, probably no one else in the party is gonna have that same experience. Real quick, did that end in an explosion or anything?
Yes. Yes, it did. You had the same dream, didn't you?
Honestly, at this point, I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Did you have the dragon dream? No, it's fine. It's fine.
And he's just gonna like just walk past because you guys are in the tavern. He's gonna walk past you.
So breakfast now. That's normal for us. You gotta keep up.
All right then. I will keep up.
Yeah, me and Raven tend not to ask questions anymore. Just keep coming.
All right then.
I enter the tavern with an empty plate. Hey, what's up, guys? My
Oh.
job's please. Well, I'm not gonna put the griffin inside the tavern.
No, that's fair.
Oh,
What if it? How's it going?
Onyx, normally people eat their food in the tavern, you know.
You- eating
This
his
wasn't mine.
griffin.
Yeah, he gets it.
Well, he's smarter than I am, but it's fine.
Who isn't? Ah, I'm kidding.
Raven.
Raven.
What a party.
Anyways, yeah.
Speak
How'd
of
you
the
guys
devil. Oh, go ahead.
How'd you guys sleep?
Eldarian had a nightmare.
Darian. How'd
I-
you sleep, buddy?
I had a nightmare, as he said, and apparently we all had it, so you know what it was about.
Do you have the one where you're falling, and then right before you hit the ground, you wake up? Is that the
No.
one you had?
No, I had the one with the little tiny lady firing
Nar-
like magic at a
Yeah.
smoke dragon.
Nars mother. Yeah, in the white room.
Oh, wait, that's Nar's mother. I've never met Nar, so I don't know who that is. But okay,
He was a lot.
breakfast.
He was a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
bullshit.
Anyways, Tower in the Desert. Does anybody recognize that?
I want all of you to
Actually,
roll
that's a
me
great question.
nature.
Bro, what?
Actually, no. I need. There's certain people because Onyx, you sadly don't get this privilege. I need Eldarian, Cars, Kailu, Raven to roll me
Yeah.
history. Sadly,
Rubio left out
Rubio
right now.
and Onyx, due to your backgrounds, you would not know this.
That's fine. I don't travel.
Sounds like you don't believe in
It's a
Rubio. That's all I'm
Soft
hearing.
20.
Soft 20. Okay, we'll hold on to that.
I got an
17.
Okay.
I got an 18
Which-
minus 2
okay.
for a 16.
Okay.
Nice.
Fuck.
What was
How'd
this?
you though?
History.
12 on the dice, and then plus whatever. It's close to a 15. Hold on, give me a second. Let me look this up.
Yeah,
if it matters.
For Raven, for
these
Raven
people
a nat
see
20.
18.
Oh, well, I didn't get it. I'd have to roll the natural 20 to get an 18.
Yeah, no. Mine's stuck at 15.
Okay, so Eldarian and Kylu would both recognize this place as a folk's tale. Like, you've seen this in picture books. It's called the Shifter Tower, and it's a complete folk's tale. Like, that tower you've seen in children's drawings. And
I like picture books.
Oh, it's the Shifter's Tower from that stupid children's book.
What?
The Shifting Tower.
Sounds like we need a moonbeam.
I don't have Moonbeam. That's not a spell I've learned.
I'll take it. Just wait till we get to our scene.
I know who does have it. So it's a folk tale. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to any library to see if I can find this book, this folktale book.
Is this about the time that I probably also would have shown up?
No, this is about the time that Rubio and Raven would either. I'm gonna ask you guys. After having this dream, you guys have pretty hardcore personalities. Minimal stuff phase both your characters. Would this dream force you awake when you're done having it, or would you be like, I want to go? I won't. Yeah. So you both get woken up with terror.
Oh no.
Good luck and Godspeed.
And
Both-
behind Terry
Oh, okay.
is two fire mages, both with fire staffs, waiting.
Oh, thank God.
You hear the sounds of thudding of the staffs being smashed on the ground to wake you guys up.
Who's
to wake us
banging
up
on
at
me
a
head?
Well, to wake us up at a start, if it wakes us up, like, shocks us to wake, I'm gonna reach up, push Ruby off the bed, go, take cover! And then grab my axe. Still completely naked, but I have my axe now.
Asmodeus is tight, and I fall off the bed. Hit the ground.
Who wants some?
And as you instantly get up, you see Terry. And she just has a big ass grin on her face. She is so happy that this happened.
My bad.
I'm just gonna look at her and say, no excuses. I'm sorry.
Oh, Raven's a drooler, too, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, half my beard's wet, the other half's not. But yeah, Rubio's just like, I am so unequivocally sorry. Raven, that just means I'm very sorry.
Hi, Terry.
And the second Raven, you wake up, you recognize that a certain power is gone from you. You don't have access to your elemental stone. You feel that because you love that flame great axe, and you feel like you can't turn it on for some reason as you're holding it.
So, do I try to turn it on? It just sounds like a big lighter without any fuel. Just
Yeah. I can't make the sound effect. Thank you, echo cancellation.
Oh, I don't know. Mine didn't pick up either. Dang. Hi, Rubio. I'm gonna put on some pants, but before I do that, hold on. It's bad. Let me just.
Raven, could you put on some clothes?
Yep. My axe doesn't light up no more, and it's starting to stress me out.
You have erotic asphyxiation?
I think he just broke his axe finally. Took a couple too many swings.
I am
Two things.
What did you
One,
guys do?
I didn't break my axe.
You guys
Two,
had sex?
I don't know what that means. Rubio's not my type.
You're saying his axe is not working, and you had too many blows to it last night. What does that mean?
His fire axe no longer spews fire. He's upset
His
because his
little
weapon.
axe.
His weapon, my dear. His weapon.
I can never take Raven serious. I'm so sorry. I wasn't sure he was making a joke.
We just had a
please.
night. We had a night's sleep. That was it.
Fun fact. Without any pants on, Terry wouldn't have made that joke.
DM is processing.
Only a dexterity check. I don't know what else to make you. No, I'm just kidding. But regardless, she's kind of insisting for you to put on your clothes as her eyes are kind of over here. But the two female fire mages are both kind of like admiring the naked barbarian.
Yeah, they are a dragon. There's no axe to be seen on a reptile.
Baldur's Gate 3's begs to differ, but I'm just kidding. That was a sad joke.
Science.
Science.
Bill Nye said otherwise.
Bill Nye.
I'm putting on
So-
some pants. Everybody chill out.
Okay. Sorry. What?
Rubio, if you don't wipe that off, it's going to dry real weird, and your beard's going to stick out at a weird angle. I'm just saying.
I'll start wiping it, realizing that I have lots of spit on my beard. For fuck's sakes. And just keep wiping.
Well, Eldar asked me to invite you guys down to the tavern at the Bear Paw Inn. I'm sorry, I'm phased because my bed. And as she's looking at the bed, a giant outlay of where Raven was sitting with this heaviness breaking the springs of the bed. That's gone. I need you guys out so we can burn it.
There's probably, like, blood and grime and shit on his side, too.
See, what? His side? What do you mean, his side?
A
was on me
wallower. I like to waller.
It's probably for the best that we incinerated. I see why you brought the fire mages, but at first I thought you were mad at me and brought them for myself.
Oh, no, I'm mad at you.
Well, for that reason, when I woke up, I chose fire resistance, so... Pretty good.
Let's hope that comes in handy.
I'm hungry, and Raven's just going to start walking away.
As you walk, the vines open up, allowing you to exit, and down the spiral Raven goes. Rubio and Terry kind of have a standoff, and she just kind of squints her eyes, making the most piercing eye contact Rubio had probably ever had after even seeing Demon Lords. There is too much we have to do when this is over. I'll be damned if you're alive.
You or your axe.
What can I offer in any way, shape, or form that could rectify this terrible feeling you have for me?
Viagra.
Roll me insight.
Okay. Dang, it's like the only one I don't have advantage on. Don't matter. 22.
22, you can tell she knows something really bad that she does not want, you do not want her to know whatsoever. She just does not even blink. I know, and the only way you can fix it is by killing Saphira.
So it's the couch until that bitch is dead, if that's what I'm understanding correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now go speak with Eldar. It's important. And if I find out you are fucking around doing stupid shit instead of saving the world, I will fucking cut your dick off.
He'll look down like a puppy who just shat on the carpet. He knows he did bad, but he'll look back at her with kind of more hope in his eyes and say, I'll make no excuses, but all I'll say, our son is now forever safe until she's dead, and then we'll be forevermore. I only did it for him, for us.
You hear
No
from down the
selfish
stairs.
reasons were chosen.
You hear from down the stairs. Where's the fucking kitchen?
And then a very faint sound of Benjamin saying, Raven, oh my god, I gotta tell you something.
Oh God.
What do you do?
Oh well, after you hear Benjamin's voice, you just hear a whoop-pow.
Which
Just a big old whack.
I haven't eaten yet. Shut up.
He's angry.
So how
Yes.
do you exit?
I'm not gonna even touch her at this point. I'm smarter than that. I got 20 wisdom, sir, or for 19 wisdom. I'm smarter than that. I'm just gonna say after I explain why I did it. Sorry, I love you. I got to go. Let's get to work. And I'm just gonna pick up my things, get dressed super quickly, and out I go.
Never turning your back to your wife.
I kept staff distance. That's kind of what I've learned in general.
So, as you guys make your way out back to the Bear Paw, and knowing that there's most likely a breakfast there waiting for you, you meet with Kailu and Dante on the way to the tavern.
Cool. I remember that Dante and them are not. No one's really happy with you right now, except for maybe Raven. I'll give him a wave, and I'll look at Dante at least try to look him in the eye, and if I do meet his eye, I'll give him a nod, and then I'll head towards the tavern.
Raven, what do you do?
I want some fucking food. It's such a long walk from this stupid tower. I just need food. I'm so hungry. That guy, Luke.
Good morning, Raven.
Who's got the bacon?
Pointedly does not look at Rubio, does not acknowledge his existence.
Oh, sorry. Hey, wolf guy.
Hey.
Just
And
keeps walking.
as the two of you walk in, Dante kind of looks at you. Is the meeting with Eldar important, or would you like me to join?
It's definitely important, but I don't think there's a limit on people who can come with.
It's not about the limit of people who can come with. It's about your party being okay with me being there. The first time your father and Onyx met me, I was butt naked.
Quite frankly, Dante, I don't give a fuck what my party thinks at this
Frankly, my
moment.
dear, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Very well. What do you wish?
I'd like it if you came with.
Very well. And he makes his way to the door, opening it for you and allowing you to enter before him.
How gentlemanly.
Raven's
Right,
just
and
double
you-
fisting bacon in the tavern.
Let me do this.
I like that those look like pizzas. That's pretty lit.
What looks like? Oh,
The pizzas?
the pizzas.
The pizzas.
Papa John's
It's
carries to medieval times? Awesome!
There's a lot of leftover food made into
done
other forms of
Not a sponsor.
meals. You can tell a lot of it is leftover from the buffet that was yesterday, and they're giving away free breakfast to everybody. You could tell there's bacon, steak, even a form of a weird circular type of pastry that you cut, but it has meat and cheese and sauce on it. It's very interesting.
It's a pizza.
Tons
He's
of
trying to
different-
be funny.
Yeah, there is oatmeal and all forms of, once again, vegetables and fruits to be taken from. Dante instantly goes to Roken, and Roken throws him a slab of raw steak, and he grabs it and starts munching on it right next to Raven. Just both of them, hands down deep, just going to town on food. And he does the same thing. He's pulling his steak away and growling.
That was a terrible growl.
towards
Try
you.
again.
My mic. It's not me. It's my mic. It didn't catch it. You know what? Well, I have an idea. If my computer will allow me to.
It was the mic. Listen, he did a really good one. If you listened,
I think
It
it was
was
the chair.
there.
I swear to God.
I believe
It was
nothing.
chair. It was the chair.
It wasn't me. It was the chair. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, sitting down, both of you guys eating. What do the rest of the party do? What do the rest of you do once being reunited with everybody?
I'm at the library.
Oh yeah.
You will get
Oops.
your fingers
My
snapped
bad.
off if you reach for this plate.
L, did you go to the library with him, or did you stay? The tavern.
No, Elle stayed at the tavern.
Okay. I would have gone with Onyx. So Cars won't be in the tavern. He wouldn't have let Onyx go alone.
Raven
Oh,
would have
so
gone
I'm
to
the
the
only one
library
at the
too.
tavern.
Just kidding.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I was asking, because we cut that scene real quick, so I didn't jump it. But I would have went with Onyx. I wouldn't have let him go alone.
Well, there's Raven and everybody's there at the tavern now.
Yeah. Before you guys
now-
would have left the tavern, Raven and Rubio and Dante and Kylie would have then made their way in right before you got to the door.
Oh.
You guys can still say you're going to the library if that is what you guys are doing. That is what you were doing.
Got it. Women time loop here, guys.
Groundhog Day. Oh fuck.
Not
Hey,
again.
what's up, guys? Hey, guys. What's going on? Why are we all?
Raven's
Was
just
there
eating.
Was there like a meeting I wasn't aware of?
You were told.
I wasn't.
Everyone was told at the dinner, the buffet, that Eldar wanted to speak with you guys in the morning.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's got you. DM's got you there, man.
That's his problem, not mine. There was a lot said at that dinner.
There was.
There was a lot said at that dinner.
Yeah.
Some stuff can't get taken back. Some stuff's gonna have to be some rolls later. That's what we know.
Yep. And as you guys are all getting reunited, Raven's grabbing his food, Dante's grabbing his food, without a door opening, you guys, especially Cars and I believe Eldarian, both with your passive insight, you realize that there was only 8 people in the tavern, and now there's 9 with a new kind of figure being in the background, Eldar sitting himself down at the table.
Well, I got a
Okay.
lead to follow. I'll be out. I'll be at the library if you need me.
Onyx, do you need a hand?
Oh, I got 2. It's just a joke. Sure.
Dry humor.
I am a rock. We're known to be very dry.
I'll be
Eldar
with
kind of
him.
points his finger over at Cars and Onyx. I do need to speak with you. There is urgent matters to discuss.
Why me?
You have a stone, don't you?
You are a stone.
I am a stone. A lot of stones.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
It's a little on the fritz right now.
It's not working, is it?
No.
I would
think so.
recommend you sitting and listening. If you want to go to the library, you may, but up to you.
You can always go to the library afterwards.
I mean, you guys would fill me in, right, guys? You wouldn't hold out information from me?
Do you really want to trust? And Cars is gonna lean in and whisper, someone with daddy problems, a bad dad, an idiot, and a random guy that we know.
You've known me forever.
I trust the random guy. He's very smart.
Legally, he has to trust me. I'm his king.
Look, between all of them, they gotta make a comprehensible story.
Right. We should probably stay.
Let me go give my griffin some water.
That's good too, because I don't think Raven knows what's going on yet.
As Onyx is walking out to open the door,
When does he ever?
I'll think of the knighthood.
That's fair.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Just to make it clear, Cars, you're going with him or you're staying?
I think Onyx is staying now. I think everyone's staying.
Okay. Do you guys stand around? Would you take a seat at the table?
Oh,
Would you grab
sure.
yourself food? How would you approach Eldar?
I get Roken's.
Is he in the same spot as he was last time?
Yep, he is
Okay.
right where he is right now.
Cool.
Sitting at the very end of the table, but not sitting kind of at the royal seat, but right next to it.
I will sit. And we'll sit.
I can't control my dude.
You got Kylo.
Nope.
Oh, you've been Kylo.
Yeah, no, I can't fix yours. I can fix
Gotta be
everyone
merchant
else's.
into it.
Everyone else now can play with Thor's, but it's not you.
Steve, where
Oh,
do you
yeah.
want to step?
I'm there, me.
Dante's not focused. He doesn't even realize Eldar's in here. He is so focused on his raw steak, he's just downing it. And Eldar kind of smiles at you guys. How was your dinner? How was your evening?
Don't touch my food.
Just like any other.
Isn't it the morning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hence
Talking
the
about
how
last
was
night.
your evening?
Oh. I was like, hold up.
I see that the king had a little too much to drink.
Careful with the
what I
logo of your
was
drink,
doing.
Brad.
Oh, I will hide next time.
Free
Um,
sponsorship.
No.
No.
So
Whoops.
I do have very, very important things to discuss with you all. There's a lot for you to plan amongst yourselves, a journey ahead that is far deeper than any of us. But I have a few helpful tools that might help you on your journey before I depart to Zaskia to aid you cause in building that school.
Money?
What?
Money?
No.
We don't
Okay.
need money.
I know that all of you are trying to collect the soul elders into one spot. So I reached out to the Lady of the Lake, and She came for King Arthur's Day. She is still here. You may speak with her. But there is information I must tell you guys. You have met most of the elders. You've met the Elder of Darkness, the Elder of Light, Water, Air, Earth. No. Where's Murphy? No, he's not here. Well, one of you have met the Elder of Earth. And yes, all that is all the elements. I am getting old. But there is one elder you have not met. The Soul Elder. A brand new book that has been given to one of you members of the party. Where are you on your search to discover him?
Well, I've sort of met him. Kind of. It was a little jarring. It was very large.
Kylo got that
Probably
book
the biggest
signed,
thing I've ever
motherfucker.
seen.
This is the first time I am hearing about this.
Yeah, well, somebody had a real job.
Bro, you were asleep like 2 rooms over.
But I got here yesterday.
Oh
No,
my, she
when I
was
met-
back in the Enchanted
when I-
Forest.
When I got
You guys
pulled
met
into some
Dante.
random pocket dimension,
The Soul Book?
Yes.
I thought Kailu had the Book of Darkness.
No,
Rubio
Rubio has
has
it.
it.
Well, that's me, dog.
I'm getting confused.
You've been ravened.
I've been Raven.
Well,
Sorry,
who I
Bo.
believe you met
Tired of these
is the
books.
Soul Spirit, Kailu. As an elder is a person who can walk amongst you and not be seen as someone with great power.
So they're like me.
That means that motherfucker forged his signature in your book, Kylo.
do you, was that Austin saying that or Raven saying that? Because I don't know that Raven would know what the word
No,
forged meant.
that was Austin.
Hey,
Okay.
Raven has a level in Rogue now.
Couldn't-
Okay.
What
That
did
just
that
means
make
I'm
like?
sneaky and dumb. Yeah.
Wouldn't
He
that
can't-
make like?
Okay, if he can't read, how can he write?
Listen. He doesn't need to read to know how to lie. Okay.
True.
I draw cool pictures. Everybody's seen tomfoolery.
Right.
We have.
Wouldn't like most of the population be Eldar if it's just a powerful person going unnoticed? Like
Are you
little
saying that-
Timmy down the street could be
Are you saying that in character?
yes.
Yarmady.
The way to become an elder is not going to be shown to you yet. Each being, creature, beast, or humanoid had to do something similar to you. The Soul Elder and the Soul Spirit had a different story. This is not my place to explain it. This is Kailu's place to learn it. But there is information I do have to tell you. There is a reason I am as powerful as I am. For I am the Elder of Soul. Though I did not write the book, I possess the powers of being an elder. There are many tales to tell about how I became this. But why learn mine and not discover yours?
Wait.
In time.
Eldar, all the other people of the book control a specific element. Are you saying that you control souls?
When you say an elemental word, don't just think of the property of the word. Think of how deep it could go. When you talk about the Book of Light, you're not thinking of the sun or stars. You could be thinking of purity or holiness. Soul goes much deeper than just a person or a living being. But yes, I do possess the powers of souls.
How long have you had that same power that you have now?
25 years.
And you did nothing?
I was commanded not to.
Shame.
For an elder cannot fix the balance. Its reader must. It is my job to help you, Kailu, and guide the rest of you to complete said tasks, to have your role. Every temptation inside of me wanted to finish Saphira. When I was given powers to become the Soul Elder, I was brought to the realm of the soul. My friends were left behind to face Saphira. As I came out, they were both gone. But the powers I possessed, the vengeance, it just filled me. And I took it out on her. At that very moment, I could have ended it. But I saw Kailu. I knew this wasn't the purpose. Killing Saphira won't stop anything. You have to make an example. You have to prove what you are doing. You kill her without everyone seeing. Who's to say someone won't take her place? Very few have seen the face of this witch. Anyone could pretend to be her.
I think making a show out of killing someone is very, very holy, as you would put it. Not my bag. Yeah, she's doing bad things, but I'm not stooping to that level for this book.
Never once did I say killing her. I said making an example. I have to take part very soon, but there is a few more things. When it comes to facing this person one last time, you have the opportunity to do something different from what your old users did. Each of you have talents of your own, and there is a reason for this. And for you, Cause, there is something that's important. As royalty, both you and Rubio have to play a great role. And as heroes, you have to save the world. If you needs to be time to deal with matters, maybe facing it alone isn't the wrong choice. Cause, make me thy lyre, even as the forests are. What if my leaves fell its own? The tumults of my mighty harmonies will take from both deep, autumnal tones. As he says this riddle, he stands up and kind of smiles at all of you. As he kind of smiles, and he kind of looks towards Kailu. I am going to go find Merlin. I know you have something you desire to do. You can speak with me outside the walls. Have a good breakfast. And he smiles and he turns and he walks away.
As he's walking, Cars will like almost stand up, like kind of like look like he's gesturing to stand up, but like sit himself back down, and just
We have a lot to talk about. It's time.
as like he's moving out. That'll be about it.
Raven's just gonna look up and go, good God, that guy likes to hear himself speak.
Yeah, that's why I've been avoiding him for so long.
Holy crap. I may be dumb, but he spoke in circles for like an hour.
He's like family. Why don't you lay off a little bit?
Okay.
This whole time, Kailu's just been like aggressively flipping through her notebook and trying to reconsider things that she's thought differently before. Like she's losing her mind right now, trying to piece everything together.
Kylo, is now a bad time to tell you that this was the ideal opportunity for you to get a signature by the elder of your book.
As she opens up her book, there is already a signature in there.
Funny you should mention that, apparently.
Joke's on you, Cars.
I'm sorry, I missed the roleplay opportunity. I don't know.
Wasn't he gonna mention why our stones aren't working? Or like do a riddle for that?
You
I
guys
think he
can roll history and try to figure out if you can recognize
I would
why your
love to roll that.
because you guys have been given information about your stones.
Kid
Never
stones.
mind, that's not great.
Arrow.
I also
That
am
could be
just
worse.
realizing
A
Brad
15?
gave us a riddle, and just gonna re-emphasize the riddle.
Yeah, please do that because I didn't get a lot
Arrow
of
for the
that.
history.
He sent it to us. I just put it in the thing so Steve can see it too.
Oh, sorry, I should have put it there.
No, you're good. I appreciate you sending it at all.
I just
Hold
know when I
on.
do riddles, I tend to just go
Attempting to
through
pull
them.
it up.
I didn't think you were saying a riddle until after you said it, and then I went, "Oh shit." Oops.
Um,
Dirty 20 on history, Brad?
Dirty 20 on history. You recognize the stones are
Ooh,
turned off.
nice.
You were told that if one user were to die or forfeit the stone and book, all of you would lose that power. So
I remember
either Nar or Murphy had given up their book and their stone, or both. For you do have the Book of Mountains, and curious, probably wondering why there would be a signature in there, for no one has even bothered to take a look at it.
Oh darn it! What's your go-to magical element? Are you a fireball kind of guy, more of a
Well-
tidal wave?
Well, considering my last name is Firebrand, I think that gives it away. Fire. I'm a fire person.
Hmm.
It's like little fire shoots out of his hands.
I've only just learned about your last name. I think it's been a long day. What time is it? I want to
I
the library. What was that?
actually-
children's book called?
If you recall, the first time we were met last night, I said, "Oh, by the way, I'm Eldarian Firebrand."
oh,
It's
I
not
think you're
wrong.
making that up.
I remember everything from the last month. I don't make anything up.
You made that up.
But
Now,
anyway,
now you're
the
just pulling my strings.
the book, the Shifting Tower.
Shitting tower.
Shifting.
What else would I know about this? Because I've
So,
done a ridiculous amount of reading in my time.
Let's take a step back from what we're wanting to know. The stones, or what they were talking about with the library. There was a lot said.
Like, I already know that I'm familiar with the folk tale of the Shifting Towers. Like, I rolled high enough to know that I know that.
Mhm.
But I am very curious about the stones themselves. Because Kylo would conceivably know a lot about the stones and have read a lot about it. Especially now that she's more involved.
Well, what did you roll for your history?
The 15, so not amazing.
Basically, sadly, you would know kind of what Onyx knows. Is maybe both of you kind of are hinting at you're lacking the amount of users. People need to wield. Every one of you needs to wield the stone in order for all of you to gain the powers.
I barely used mine. I go to the library.
Okay. And Cars, with you having said there's a lot to talk about, kind of digesting the riddle.
I hate I hear you.
You hate me?
I said I hear you.
Oh. So, from here, after hearing the riddle, after having a mind full of determination and to get some stuff done before the opportunity of Onyx to leave, is there anything you do, knowing that he's going to the library?
If he's the only one going to the library, once again, Cars refuses to leave someone alone. So if Onyx is the only one going, Cars will be following without saying anything. And by the way, when you said, like, there's a lot to be said, he was saying that to Eldar before Eldar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you, now that you guys had a second to digest the riddle, do you have any guesses for the riddle?
Riddles are my Achilles heel, man.
Very Ross.
Yeah, I'm not a riddle person. I don't really enjoy it.
I'm actually really good at riddles, but what
It's a
was
good one.
posted isn't a riddle. It's an excerpt from a poem, The Ode to the West Wind. My mom has it in a poetry book.
That's the riddle.
There's no question in that.
Well, the West Wind could be the riddle.
Yeah, we go west.
Well,
The Wild West, boys.
Well, the only thing west is Eden's Garden and yeah. What's the cat? Hold on. Pause.
You have a map in the bag of holding.
No, I know. I'm looking at it in the Discord bag of holding.
Discord.
Eden's Garden and the Great Empire is the only thing. So
Wants to go to
honestly,
the Empire.
yeah. So Cars will
Oh,
say
there we
it
go.
instead. We have two options: the grasslands of Eden's Garden, or the desert lands of the Southwest. Eldarian, you're not the only one that had that dream. We probably all did. As Cars like gesticulates his hand across the table to all the party.
I'll nod my head and be like, oh, I fucky dream, per usual.
I know what you're talking about. I had no dream.
Raven, did you have a dream in the desert or not?
No.
Idiot says what?
Huh?
I hit him anyways. Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say what. I'm sorry.
Huh?
My fault.
I kind of gathered that everybody had the same dream based on the way you acted this morning. Well, earlier. A few minutes ago. Long was Eldar talking. It felt like an hour.
I had a lot of things to say.
I know he did.
I have a prediction.
Premonition.
Yes. What is your prediction?
Oh, I
No,
thought he
it's
said
not.
premonition.
That's not. Nope. Neither ones are the words I'm looking for.
Press the digitation.
No. We've
You'll be
been.
clean for once.
We've been. To,
Presentation.
we've been to Eden's Garden. Why don't we
A
go?
proposition.
That's it.
Proposition.
Yep.
I got it.
No, thank you. I don't pay for those kind of
Thank
things.
God for Eldar.
We've been to Eden's Garden and it's a treat. So why don't we go somewhere we haven't gone before and kill things there? I mean, explore.
Let me
That's
add
rather
on to that.
insulting to the being that is that tree and everything it keeps.
No, I mean it's
Alive,
majestic and all. Oh nope, brain fart. Wait, it
What?
blacked out for a minute. What word did I say?
Proposition.
Why don't we go somewhere we haven't gone before and explore different lands?
First of all,
Why
you know
is-
that's not what you want.
Why is everybody in this group's first reaction to kill things?
Because
Hey.
it's fun.
Thank you.
I do not.
You just
want
sort of get
to.
used to it and try to mitigate where you can.
Whoa.
Eldritch Blast for
Kylo, I don't
question.
expect that from you. First of all, Eldar, I might be an assassin, but you're really gonna say my first reaction is to kill someone? That hurts.
That was
I understand.
insensitive of me. But
Yeah,
then
thank you.
again, the first time we met, I killed like 20 people protecting you, so I guess it's par for the course.
That seems like a you problem, first of all. Thank you, by the way. What are we talking about?
I vote we
Eden's
go to
Garden?
the Great Empire.
You understand that the kingly figure you insulted at the table the other night is the man from the Empire, Raven.
Gosh.
The coward, if you remember.
Perfect.
Oh,
You
we
should
should have an
not have called him
opportunity.
that.
I don't think they'll
Opportunity to
even
make
let
it
the
right.
kid.
Unfortunately, Raven would have to make it right. And Raven only makes wrongs and lefts.
So, as you say that, Eldarian, what's your passive investigation?
Perception would be better.
Perception. My bad.
My passive perception is an 11.
Okay, never mind. You don't know nothing.
Bang.
Hey,
Actually, how much gold do you?
hey, Eldarian.
gold do you
It
have on
doesn't
you?
matter. Hey, Eldarian. Hey, El.
Yeah, yes.
Here's your coin purse.
As you weren't focusing, Raven, as you guys were talking about how devious he was, pickpocketed you.
Ah,
Silent
Well-
Dawn.
Always got to
I mean-
keep your head on a swivel.
you say that a lot.
It's because
I will take it to heart. I don't really have much in here anyway, so it wouldn't have been a great loss.
Well, I can't count anyway, so it's cool.
That's not true. You can count at least to 5.
That's right.
I can only count till 5.
You know, for once,
Good.
it's rare that I say this, but I do agree with Raven on how the Empire would most likely be the best place to go. We've got a lot of things to fix, and the Empire is one of the biggest problems. Not like a problem you have to
Well-
get rid of, a problem we have to make shiny again, because interacting with that guy before, I don't have big hopes.
Are we all going to be needed there? I only ask. I
Yes,
still
you
have
can
to
go to the void.
Wait, what?
Well,
We have these things.
so I got this letter. And she immediately digs around in her bag and she pulls out the invitation that she got from Ferrer. I got this letter, invitation for the void, which is a very big deal. No one gets these. You're only allowed in with invitation, and I'm very excited, and I can take one other person.
Please take me. For the love of God, please take me.
No, we kind of need you at the Great Empire.
I'm really sorry to tell you this, but based on what the letter says, I should not take you.
What?
Ouch.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
I'm not offended. I just need to know why.
Yeah.
As he like just starts like propositioning himself up, like
okay,
someone
hold
whose
on, I gotta
ego just
go.
got hit real hard.
I gotta go back to my notes, like
Oh, look at
really
this.
scroll.
Oh,
and
look.
look
God, that's a
for
pretty
when
cat.
I got that.
That is a beautiful cat, Brandon.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
Majestic. Right here.
Might I also remind everybody that Cars just won an election, and the moment he won, he left that area. He needs to get back there at some point.
That's on the other
All
side
right,
of
so
the
hold
world.
on.
It's on that part,
Time
Got a
out.
lot going on.
Time out. So,
Yep.
go to Great Empire because we do need to set things right with Tweedledick. Kailu has the invitation to go to the Void place, which we know she
Well-
really wants to go to, so that's important to her. We need to figure out where the rest of them are going. I know that you appointed myself as the War Council person, so do you need me to go with you, or what?
Hold on. One thing at a time. Let's... Kailu, if you will, can we solve yours first, and then we can identify the rest?
Right.
And, well, Raven,
Yep.
you're my war council.
Right.
You represent me wherever you go. Meaning if I'm not there, for the love of God, somebody watch him. As he looks to the rest of the party, you represent Saskia.
Right. I will do so to the best of my ability, sir.
I will craft you the most beautiful weapon of ever, as
Okay.
long as you don't fuck up.
Right. Don't fuck up, pretty weapon. That is what we call really good
Incentive.
Initiative.
No.
Incentivizing.
Yeah.
Do not be looking at me to look after him. I've got my own problems. I've got to
Al,
solve.
what's your passive perception out of curiosity? Like if I went to shoot
11.
you something real. Is this 11? Oh.
We know
Well-
that because that's what it was because I stole from him with a 27 sleight of hand.
Got it. As Cars throws Raven his coin purse,
You might want to keep an eye on that.
That was a good one.
Please watch him.
What's in here? Oh, right.
Kailu, what does the letter say? Why can't you bring me?
Because you're a dick.
Well, Ferrer's made it very pointed note to say that those with a rather, well, I don't want to say violent past, because that's most of you, but
I'm out.
well,
That's just assuming things.
it very specifically states no one with a very awful past. And I wish I had took down the actual verbatim note
So I'm
so
out.
that I could give you a better understanding.
Kylie, let me ask you a question. How much do you know of my actual past? And what are you making as an assumption?
Oh. Somebody hit a nerve.
Well, I don't know a lot, first of all, but I do know that there are a lot of people who aren't happy with the things that you've done. And while I fully believe that you are a wonderful man and you are one of my friends,
You kill people for money.
Used to.
I can't risk this. I can't risk this at all. It's the only time that I'll ever be able to get into the void and meet the man responsible for making it happen. And I've also given Dante my word that I would bring the man something. So I can't back out now.
Let's face it, Cars. The assassin and the soldier are out.
First of all,
Well,
aside from y'all, no one knows
actually-
that I'm an assassin for the most part.
That's fair.
Actually, I was thinking that you and I could go, Raven.
You want to bring the guy that killed his dog?
You see Raven, you see Jesus Christ, Cars get super offended immediately.
I would.
Immediately.
I would
I got
for
offended.
sure.
I got offended. In real life,
I
I
wish
got
I could
offended.
remember. I wish I could I'm gonna try and find the actual note that got sent to me so that I
This
can.
PC is hitting
No
me, and
violent
even in real life, I'm
Remember.
still
Keep
offended.
in mind, time out. Keep in mind that Raven
It
was the
wasn't-
one that decapitated Cerberus.
Also,
Okay,
stuck
hold
a woman on a
Hold on, I'm
stake
looking. Hold on.
in like the first
I'm looking.
episode.
Kylie literally looked at Cars and said, "Hey, you had a bad past. I'm gonna bring the murder hobo of the party because you killed too many people." That's what you just said to Cars.
I'm gonna help.
Okay.
I'm gonna help Kylo out really quick. And basically, what was said in the note was not to bring any dark figures
Me,
or
There
intimidating
we go.
figures, like
the
more
warlock.
like
This guy.
yeah. So kind of referencing the warlock and Cars. Cars, you are an intimidating figure.
I have a -3. I have a 4 charisma. My intimidation check is null. Okay.
So wait,
I'll be
hold
fine.
on, time out. Let's figure this out. So in Brad's mind, Cars is the intimidating figure. Meanwhile, the 6'8", 480
Oh, I never
pound
said you're not
murder
intimidating.
machine.
I'm
Okay.
not saying you're not.
Brad was
intimidating.
probably trying to signify Onyx. Let's be honest.
The
But
point is this dark people, like dark evil
yes.
people, like not
yes,
normal
yes.
peeps.
Listen, I get it.
I highly
gonna
recommend
fight for it
from
in character as
Austin
much as I
from
can.
Austin to Logan. I highly recommend not bringing the guy that cut off the head of his dog.
I highly
Yeah.
And
recommend
while I
bringing the
understand that, I can't tell you how many times I've sat down with just me and also with Brad and been like, these are the options that I have, these are the people that I'm considering taking, and these are the pros and the cons for things. It was truly between, if we're being completely meta right now, it was between you and Onyx. Like, Raven and Onyx were the only two choices that I had. And I thought about it, and I was like, if a big conversation comes up, the only person who's going to follow her blindly is going to be Raven.
I mean, that is 100% true. 100% true. But I killed
Wait
his
a
dog.
second. You're also
What?
my princess.
So,
I have
wait,
to follow
wait.
you blindly.
I feel like this is a really good opportunity, since we're all out of character at this point, to take a break. I feel like this
I
is a
feel
good
like-
opportunity.
I was waiting for 3 more minutes on 7 on the dot. I had a timer ready.
I feel like this is a
But
good
yeah, we're
opportunity.
gonna take an early intermission.
Yeah.
Have a
Okay.
quick discussion for 10 minutes and show you guys an
I guess
awesome halftime
everybody
show
does
like
that.
always. Get some
Okay.
popcorn, go to the bathroom, get some drinks, and get ready to come back. TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm
You
Austin
guys
Harwell,
are-
and I play the Green Dragon-born barbarian known as Raven Hailstrom. He has dark green scales and horns that curl towards his face. He stands around 6'8" tall and weighs about 350 pounds, and lives his life by one motto: Nomag Nithrel Kedron Kaburk, which means may death be long and slow in Draconic. I will let him tell you even more. Hey, it's Raven Hailstrom. In case you were wondering. Don't let my massive size fool you. I'm just a big teddy bear. Well, that is until you piss me off. Then, of course, I have to turn you into the finest jams and jellies. You see, I've been a soldier all my life along with my father, his father. But you see, things happen for reasons. Good ones, and bad ones. And I had something real bad happen to me, but out of the bad thing came the good thing. I met my buddy Nar, or Backpack, as I call him, little buddy. The two of us became tighter than chainmail. We've just been exploring the world and taking things one beer and one enemy at a time. Oh yeah, I'm a Green Dragon. Green Dragon born. Alright, y'all have a good one.
Hi everyone, I'm Dagan DeYoung, and I play Rubio Apophis. The half-elf stands 6'1", and he is well built with good posture. He is bald with a head tattoo in the shape of a 5-point star. He has a long white beard, but he is still a young man. Rubio gained the white hair after all the torture he endured in hell. He dons blood-red robes with 2 books, one on each hip. Rubio uses a black obsidian rapier called the Sword of Souls that can change into a staff of a similar style. He carries more magic items and many spells at his fingertips. After 20 years in hell, Rubio escaped with the help of the undead ancestors of the Dwarven race. Right when he escaped, Rubio was caught and forced into a pact by the head demon himself, Asmodeus. This pact made Rubio into a warlock, but a large burden came with these hellish gifts. The demon soul of Asmodan was attached to Rubio's own soul, haunting him for eternity, unless he rids of the demon like Asmodeus wants. Rubio traveled for 5 years searching for an answer, with nothing but dead ends and gold wasted. He was a mercenary the whole time, working and completing quests to get by, while he learned to use his new powers. I think I'll let Rubio explain this next part for you.
Rubio Apophis is a name you'll soon remember, for I become part of something much bigger than myself. It involves putting up with a crew of madmen, fighting nightmares equivalent to hell itself, and beating incredible odds. All these things I'm a professional of, so I'm not worried one bit. I've mastered charismatic skills, devilish spells, and gained the infinite wisdom of the legion of ancient dwarves that fucked my voice up. Don't let my charisma fool you. I'll take down anything that gets in my way of finally obtaining peace.
Hey y'all, I'm Joe Gonzo, and I play the half-orc rogue Kars Revere. He stands at 6'4", around 250, buff and cut, with pale purple skin, hazel eyes, and blue tribal tattoos from head to toe. Kars has shaved sides and a long ponytail with thick black beard adorned with 3 bird skull trinkets, tied to the points of each end of his beard. He wields a few blades, daggers, short swords, but he's a prized family short sword, one that he takes care of, polishes, and it's very much more intricate than the rest of his gear, which one could argue is pretty damaged. Now, his personality is that of a sarcastic Bostonian with family issues. He doesn't take well to insults, nor disloyalty, cowardice, or death of allies. Now, that's mostly due to the fact that his tribe was massacred in the war, or so he believes. Let me give you a little glimpse into Kars. Name's Kars Revere. I come from a long line of half-orc. I'm proud of my tribe. I like beer, woman, hookers, bars, and mixers. Lastly, I'm loyal to my friends. Everything and everyone else, every monster that's not in my party, can kick sticks. My daggers and blades are ready for war. Now I personally work alone. It's how I survived for so long. So don't expect me to be friendly.
Hello, my name is Brandon, and I play Onyx Deepburrow, the Earth Genocide Paladin. Onyx stands 6 feet tall with gold and silver heavy armor, a black obsidian sword, and a great shield with a gemstone in the middle. The armor was given to him by the priests of the orphanage he grew up in, and the shield was given by the sisters. With the armor and shield, he made a promise. He vowed to protect all living creatures made by his gods. His hair is the color of the night sky, and he has 2 white strips going along his head, despite only being 24. His rocky skin resembles that of gray slate with green freckles like moss. He earned the name Deepburrow from his town guard because he once rescued a group of kids that got lost in caves. Many have described him as having a heart of gold. Now, allow Onyx to describe himself. Good afternoon, young masters. My name is Onyx Deepburrow. Do not despair, for I shall protect you from all harm. And do not fear, my guiding light will remove the darkness from around us.
Hey, I'm Logan Field, and I play Kailu Azrael, the half-elf druid. Standing at 5'10", she's about 130 pounds, wispy and elegant, with green eyes and mahogany-colored hair that's usually got a few twigs sticking out of it. She's usually wearing sturdy traveler's clothing in layered browns and greens of all shades to help her better travel through forests. Her most prized possession is a quarterstaff that's got a small bonsai tree at the top that reaches down with gnarled and worn roots, gifted to her through her family's legacy, an ancient group of elven druids dedicated to protecting the World Tree. Or, well, her adoptive family is. Her earliest memories are tainted by a monstrous demon hand tragically ripping her father from her family and tearing apart the only home she knew. Everything after that has been a lifetime of learning and dedication. She can tell you best. Hello. Yes, knowledge is key, I've always thought. It's always easier to fight an enemy you understand, is it not? How best to help protect the World Tree than through learning what dangerous things lie in wait? And while I'm here, I might as well work on my comprehensive bestiary of the continent. For later referencing, of course. If I don't do it, who will? Besides, I've never really been away from home, and traveling is so exciting. Meeting new people, documenting new creatures, finding new plants. I'm excited to see where my adventures take me.
Hi, my name's Alex, and I play Nar Wagglebottom. Nar is tall for a gnome. He stands about 3'7", and he's kind of scrawny looking. He has white spiky hair and a goatee on his face. He wears commoner's clothes and welding goggles at all times to kind of hide his eyes that have now become fiery pits. But yeah, I'm gonna let Nar tell a little bit more about himself. Nar?
Hi. My name's Nar, and I guess all this kind of started when I was drawn into the war. The Dark Soldiers kind of attacked my village, and they kind of beat me up really bad. And when they did, something happened. Some magical explosion killed them all and a lot of other people, and I found out I could use magic, and was kind of terrified and scared. And then I met my friend Raven, and he kind of showed me a place that we could go to help me learn a little bit more and find out what the heck happened to me. I hope I don't hurt anybody else, and the urge to burn things is really strong. I try to resist it, but it's getting worse. Oh boy.
conversation brews as the break ends. Heated argument kind of breaks out at the table as Kailu had been explaining details of a note she had been given, but there had been a possibility she had misphrased what she had meant. And now would be a perfect opportunity for her and her only just to explain what the note says, to maybe backtrack a bit so feelings aren't hurt for mistakes that I may have made.
I still don't have that note in front of me, but after the explosion of everything that happened, she would just outright put the letter on the table so that everyone could read it and understand why she has come to the conclusion that she's come to. I don't remember where the note. I don't remember where the fucking
When
thing is.
each and every one of you, except for Raven, reads the note, you realize that the message more so is Ferrer asking for her to bring someone who's going to be very passive and very peaceful and not be aggressive in any sense, because the animals there are very, very, very dangerous and they need to be tamed. So she invites people, but whoever the choice may be just has to be calm. It's not necessarily reflecting or choosing anyone else not to come. It's making sure they know. Because Kylie would know, having the history of the Void, and wouldn't have to have been specified.
I promise I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. It's
Honestly,
just specific.
Honestly, if I went, I'd just be happy to be there.
You think, Raven? You think you could not kill hostile creatures?
Well, they probably wouldn't be hostile.
I can
Dangerous
try
and
my
hostile
best.
are two very different things.
I can speak to animals if that helps.
Let's say not hostile, but untamed, wild creatures.
I feel like they just need to cuddle.
There you go.
Why?
Out of character, I would pay to see Raven try to cuddle anything aggressive.
He did. He did when we were fighting the.
Cuddled Rubio.
I did cuddle. Raven did cuddle Rubio for sure.
Just happened.
You know what? Fair. That's fair.
What are you implying that I'm a beast?
10 out of 10.
Kailu, I'm
right?
Yes.
Join our Discord to figure out what they're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of cool drink information.
Kailu, I understand why you wouldn't want to bring me. I don't talk a lot about myself. Out of everyone, though, to bring Raven seems like a mistake.
Do you need a hug?
I would choose Onyx or myself.
I would
out of everyone.
also choose Onyx.
At the end of the day, I think it's Kyla's decision. I would.
That's why I would choose Onyx.
I appreciate that, but I've spent a lot of time thinking about this decision. And while I do think Onyx would do a wonderful job of escorting me there, something is telling me that this is a very big deal. Not just because it's the Void, but something is telling me that this is going to be a big deal.
I'm big.
And you are. I don't want to be pressured into maybe not making a decision that I would make. That I would make for not only myself, but for the future of everything else.
Do I pressure you into making decisions?
Yes.
No.
Oh no.
No.
You like to make some cards so fast.
You are an individual to think things through. And while I do think it's important to think things through, there is such a thing as thinking too much.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what you mean.
I do that.
That's okay. Wasn't to you.
Okay.
Kailu, let me ask you a question on top of that, then.
So many questions.
You don't want anyone to think about your decisions too much. Do you wholeheartedly trust that whatever you'll do won't cause you harm in any way?
Well, quite frankly, I'm not worried about myself.
want to bring Raven, then. Raven, no offense, by the way.
At the time that I received the letter and the options that I had, Raven feels like one of the ones that I would take. If it wouldn't be Raven, it would be Onyx. Although, admittedly, now that we do have Eldarian amongst our midst, I would consider maybe taking you. Although I do apologize, we don't know each other very well.
Well, we really haven't had a moment to sit and do anything except rush from election to hell to party to back to here. Like, we've done nothing but run.
Just politely ignores the fact that I was stalked last night.
Yeah, he doesn't bring that up at all.
Absolutely not.
Don't forget it.
Admittedly,
West,
that's
as soon
like,
as possible. The Empire.
And quite frankly, since you are maybe not aware, I am not quite pleased with Rubio and Onyx at the moment.
Why?
And let's be real here. Everyone else seems to think that I'm a perfectly capable adult.
Raven's gonna get this close to Rubio and go, "What'd you do?"
It's one of those don't worry about it situations, big fella. It was only out of a good heart.
So while you
Nothing
were
bad.
drunk last night, we followed her to
Kylie
wherever
to
she
her
was.
boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
you're terrible.
And then we saw, like, I don't know,
Wait.
Hold on, there's no
20
titles.
cobblestones in the trees. So we made a ruckus to alert people. And
Cobblestone?
Yeah, we saw
I was gonna say
cobblestones in the trees, so we made a ruckus. And then
So they
when
say.
Kaiju and
I
Dante
haven't
came
seen
out,
anything.
we have 3 people saying we saw this.
Wait.
It'd be different if it was just one of us.
I don't know what a cobblestone is, but there were definitely red glowing eyes in the tree. So I don't know if it was a cobblestone or not, but definitely red glowing eyes.
I
Wait.
illuminated it, and it was definitely him.
Yeah, this
Well,
is concerning.
And
Pretty sure I saw what I saw.
Okay, whoa. First of all, fuck all of you.
Yeah.
No one mentioned Cobblestone before now. I've killed him twice.
True. Don't you have his head? No, we gave that back.
No, I gave it back. Yeah.
We're just bringing it up now. We've had so many other things to talk about.
We
But we had, like,
literally have not
elder-
had a moment to
we-
talk.
We
Hold on.
slept and now what it
No
here. It just
seconds.
happened.
Wait. Eldar, I know you don't know.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
tried
gonna
to
look at
kill all
Onyx,
of us more than one occasion.
And then he's gonna look at Onyx and then Rubio and go, "You both know what he's done to me. The fact that you say it's not important that you bring it up is deeply concerning that I actually embodied this body. Or am I an outsider to you?"
I didn't say it wasn't important.
To
So I
be
get
fair, I didn't even hear the name cobblestone until right then.
He's
I
a-
have no clue what that
He's
means.
a dickish rabbit fuck that tried to kill us all twice.
Many
only-
times.
We've only had
Oh.
this conversation for a few minutes and I've barely been able to get a word in. I was more than happy to fucking tell you, right? But sometimes, your arch nemesis showed up in a bunch of trees and about a dozen versions of him. It's not an easy subject to drop at the willy-nilly. We just fucking woke up. Drink your ale,
Well-
we'll talk about it. Fuck.
Well, since we are currently
Wow.
talking about it, it is important to bring up the conversation that I had with Dante, as it does pertain to this.
That's your
As
boyfriend, right?
Dante sits at the table,
That's her
kind of
boyfriend,
not
yeah.
wanting to join this conversation.
Is Dante there?
She's not going to bring him. She's not going to involve him. She's just
Dante's
bringing up
there.
the conversation.
Raven's gonna go over and pick Dante up underneath the arms and drag
fuck.
him and sit him down.
Son of a bitch, dude.
You've been
You
mentioned.
even-
No.
You don't have to
You
say
are-
you
anything.
can't touch this private square. It's a no-no.
You weren't complaining last night.
Well, last night
I
was
was gonna
dictated
hold
by
her
the gods of
frickin-
fate.
Kyla's going to hold her staff back up and look very pointedly at Rubio.
As she does that, Raven's gonna kindly bring Dante back over and sit him down in his seat.
And then he's going to kind of stop you and say, and he hands you kind of a huge lump of rabbit fur and looks at you. They're not lying. And he kind of looks over at Kailu.
I don't lie.
They don't know what this is, but it was found with a bunch of branches that fell out of trees.
Crazy.
Hey Dante, shh for a second. Snatched the
my bad.
rabbit fur out of his hand. Hey Cars,
What?
is this it?
No. No. Just no.
If I may,
smells like
it
cobblestone.
was a rather important conversation.
No. Yeah, Kailu, go ahead.
Cobblestone met with Dante and told him that he could bring someone important back to him, back to life. And it more or less confirms something I've considered for the past little while of Cobblestone himself. I'm almost positive. If I can find the notes, I gotta scroll a little bit. Hold on.
It's gonna be real
I can't
bored.
find it.
It's gonna be real bored.
Listen.
Real bored.
I have a little bit of a theory, and it is based on a folktale, but most folktales are rooted in real life, whether over-exaggerated or not. I do think that Cobblestone may be one of the 4 horsemen, and specifically the Horsemen of Resurrection. Saphira's horsemen.
Dante is considering trusting this man, you're saying?
No. I will admit he was quite desperate, but who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't want to bring one of their loved ones back? I
Anyone
understand.
with a sane mind, Kailu.
I know that well.
That being said, he has listened to me and has chosen not to engage with Cobblestone. So, at least there's that. But we do need to be aware of him, and quite frankly, I think we should keep our eyes peeled for Shelby as well. They might be the Horsemen of Deception. And that's not confirmed, but it is something that I've been considering.
Cars is gonna look to Rubio and like hold his hand up.
Don't hate me here.
And then look to Kailu.
It's gonna be good. What do you know about Cobblestone? You joined our party halfway through. You fulfilled what? A cleric? Someone that was actually important. And you filled their role. What do you know about Cobblestone?
Easy. I understand
Who-
you're irritated.
Disrespectful, first of all.
Well, that was in Logan's voice. You done pissed off the Avatar.
Who are you asking?
Yeah, Cars was asking Kailu because
Cars
One.
is using his massive charisma score to put his own foot in his mouth.
Steve. He was like, wait,
thank you.
DM, aside
It's
from
really
the notes
hard,
that I've
bro.
taken, can I roll something for this?
Roll me history to see what you could have picked up from them having discussions of Cobblestone, and also you somewhat meeting Cobblestone at the casino,
For like
because they talked about him quite a bit afterwards.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
That's
no.
gonna be a natural 20 for a 26.
Yep, Eddie. I'd say majority of the information. Maybe there is some very hidden details that Cars is referencing that Cobblestones is a part of, but the general gist of what the other players have experienced besides Cars, yes. Even with a nat 20, I must say sadly, not everything, because it would be impossible.
Well, I know a lot of what you've told me, and while I understand that I've not been a part of certain conversations, I do pay attention, and I do listen. Most of my young life was spent reading books and paying attention and collecting information, and I'm quite good at that. So, while I don't know him as well as you all do, as best as I can come up with, Cobblestone is absolutely working for and with Saphira, and he is a very large threat. I mean, you said you killed him twice.
Yeah,
Clearly, he's come back,
Cut
and
off
that's an important thing to remember.
cut off his head the first time.
Both times.
Right.
Both times.
But resurrection doesn't care. At least, not something with that type of resurrection.
So, damn. We're gonna have to. Shit.
No, not
I don't
yet.
know. How do you
Breakfast.
permanently dead somebody?
There's a couple ways,
Well-
Raven, but sometimes they could be dark or by impossible
Well,
means.
Eldar mentioned that he never said kill Saphira. He only said make an example of her. And, quite frankly, one of the easiest ways to keep something from causing a problem but not kill it is to contain it. So, possibly, we could just contain him.
I was gonna say rip her intestines out, but that works.
We can contain Cobblestone if we must, but Saphira will die.
I don't want to lose the initial conversation we were having. But how do you suggest we contain someone that's unkillable, Kailu?
Rip his intestines out.
Well, currently,
Not that, Raven.
Magic
Not
jar.
that.
Oh, alright.
I'm so sorry. Give me just a second.
Not that, Raven.
Kylo just
I want to actually,
dissociates for
while
a
she's
second,
having a
stares
conversation,
and
I want to
Yeah.
ask Onyx something. Onyx has been pretty quiet during this conversation. Is there a possibility that when everyone was talking, you were wanting to still go to the library?
Yeah.
Have you gone?
Onyx just
Or were you
Homer
prepared?
Simpsons away from the party.
And starts heading
Sorry,
to the
guys.
library.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Um,
Okay.
You know, there's a spell I've heard about called sequester. You like put someone in a trance for a very long time. Like a
That's an idea.
I was saying.
Something of that magnitude would take a lot more research and a lot more investigating.
lot of money too. It's a very powerful spell. I don't even know if I'd be able to cast it. Just know of it. Heard of it once or twice.
We could always hire somebody who possesses the spell on their person to cast it for us. Might be
I
cheaper
don't even
than
know how to spell that. What?
Welcome
My
to Raven's
point
World.
is,
Hey, I spelled it right actually.
Nice.
I'm so proud.
Let's
My
see.
point is, we can possibly figure out a way to do that. It's not improbable.
It's a possibility, but we all have to be aware of the fact that if it's doable, he might have to be put down one day. If he's let loose. But the horsemen are no joke.
Well, I know that very well. I've done plenty of reading to understand that.
As I know you have.
Poor Cars is just like, this is the worst conversation I've had to have in a week.
I don't do emotion.
I would say
Just negative ones.
out of everything that has to get done by this group, and for really what Kylo needs is just protection, and I believe that Master Raven can give her that with no issues. But Kylo, you just have to look after him and make sure that he doesn't get in any trouble. That's the only trade-off.
Trouble from what?
Oh yeah,
Well,
no.
not to not to
Weapon-related
be
things.
not to point out the flaws in some of our party members, but I do feel like I do a pretty good job of keeping him relatively contained.
Really?
Nobody puts Raven in a corner. Is there more food?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
God damn it, Roken. Not now.
Sorry. I like serving. It's getting very intense in here.
Not now, Roken.
They're just being kind of forced to listen to this. So, I mean, sounds like you guys have a lot of shit that you haven't really dealt with, and you're using this conversation.
Roken food.
to Why? Food? Where?
Things.
Yeah, because
Oh my
Roken,
God.
we're the only problem in your life, right? Yeah, it's fuck.
Orokin is my son's died and my wife is in a coma. But
Also,
we don't talk about
also
that.
your boyfriend left you, but whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty sad for you.
I'm
I
getting
miss
so
old
much
guy.
lore for no reason.
There's a lot of lord ups. A lot of lord ups right now.
Raven has moved to the bar and eating more food.
As Raven moves to the bar.
Kylo, I don't blame you for wanting to bring Raven. I ask you one thing. In all honesty. Do you want to bring Raven because he's probably gonna hear and listen to everything you say and just take it for what it is? Or do you want to bring him because he's actually better protection than everyone else?
Oh, I don't think he's better protection than anyone else in this party. You've all more than proven you're more than happy to help and make sure that I don't get hurt.
Sure, have
But-
a conversation when I walk away.
That's the ideal time.
But yes, I do worry that whatever happens in the void may, I don't know, something tells me that this is a very big opportunity and I don't want to be talked out of whatever might happen. And truth be told, Raven's not smart enough to talk me out of things.
I don't think.
No offense to him.
Damn! Damn!
I don't think that that's an issue. You're right. But going to the void, don't you want someone that has the actual back from the shadows, or not, that has something actually to contribute to the thought process behind the decisions you make? Kylo, I don't know you very well, but I do know making rash decisions will lead to a life of broken heart.
Oh, I know rash decisions quite well. I almost lost one of my closest friends to it for a very long time. But I understand where you're coming from.
In the back of Raven's mind, he is hurt. They are hurt, and they are
I was already-
upset. And yes, I think I am okay. Raven loves you back.
That's actually fun.
I think I am okay. You're the best. I love you.
I'm gonna take a shot for you at the bar.
Pouring out for the homies. Yeah.
Kylo, I don't know why I'm pushing so hard for this. I don't like for teammates to go alone. And I feel like if you go to the void with Raven, I love him. I don't say that easily. You're going alone.
I respect any choice you make for who goes with you, but someone has to.
No, I agree with that. I wouldn't try to leave or go somewhere quite that dangerous and quite that secluded without one of you, and possibly Eldarian, since Cars and Raven both trust you well enough.
Comes with the
Saved
territory
our
of
lives.
saving our ass. Yeah.
Saved your
I
lives.
mean, listen, this is literally where he was like, the first time I met you, I killed 20 people. That's the first time that Kylo is hearing of anything happening to you guys. Y'all never said anything about it at all.
That's true. I feel like the party
said
too.
anything.
I feel like the party too with Raven and Cars. There's just that inherent trust of like they got it, and then Eldarian's sitting on the fact that he literally saved both of them.
Just
They would've
Eldarian,
made him
Eldarian definitely saved the Nat 20 bros that day for sure.
Would have been really awkward for us to roll new characters that day. Would have been real awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Thanks, Al.
Well, I don't wish to worry anyone, but this feels like a situation that I should maybe go into, quote unquote, alone.
No, I kind of want to go now because Cars is being a douche.
I feel like I'm reasonable. Bring the barbarian.
to the void.
I'm
If
just
it would,
happy to be
however,
here.
If it would make you all feel much better, then I suppose I could take Onyx, or Eldarian.
Realistically, out of character, I think we need Rubio and Eldarian to go to
Goblins.
The
Goblins thing. Hobgoblin thing.
Yeah.
I've got an army to build.
Our two best wordsmiths. Our two
Tiny
best
Rubio from the
wordsmiths
corner over here.
in that category would probably be a good idea.
In character.
For sure. Yeah.
Onyx, how do you feel about going to the void? Would you?
Yeah, I mean, that's like my whole thing is protecting my friends, my family. That's like my main shebang.
So that leaves Raven and Mr. Low Charisma to go gather the army in the Great Empire.
Let's do it, dude. Do it.
I mean, if the worst comes worse, that means you both can stealth if you have to sneak away.
That's true.
Let's stealth our way to a victory here, guys.
Raven's gotten surprisingly good at that.
I feel like
a good teacher.
I feel like the two best talkers should not go to the same spot.
That's also probably a good idea.
I was going
Why
to
are you
say the
sending
same.
the two charisma guys?
Let's remember how Cars won the election. Thank you, L.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, let's be real for a second. Goblins, the desert place, and the void. We probably need a Jabberjaw in the goblins and the desert place for sure. Because I mean, me and Cars can go, but I don't know how well it's gonna go because I don't think
We did the
Cars'
most damage. Us,
wonderful
Raven.
charisma skill can talk us out of me calling him a coward.
Fair.
And I can be your. I think Cars needs to go to the desert because Cars or Rubio need to go to the desert because they're royalty. Well, Rubio's royalty, Cars is El Presidente. I think one of them needs to go.
Right.
You need some sort of oomph probably to go to the goblins because that's gonna be a whole fucking thing.
I personally think Raven should go to the... Raven or Onyx have to go to the goblins. Because they only care about strength. You need physical fighters there.
What's your strength, Raven?
Arm wrestled, dude.
The look on his face.
I have ways to gain the goblins' favor as well. That is where I had originally planned to be going, but we have many worries to think about. Let's not forget that Zuskia still needs some managing.
I vote
Listen.
Onyx. I vote Onyx and Rubio go to the goblin. Let's be honest. Rubio's a good talker, and Onyx they're goblins, and Onyx is super shiny, so that may grasp their attention.
And he'll keep me alive if all was bad.
Rubio, first of all, Zuskia has 4 other leaders other than me and Austin. Raven. Damn.
Did you just NPC me, you dick?
NPC.
Now that there has to be an Austin, you know that, right?
There has to be an Austin now, Brad. You
There
figured it out.
has to be.
In Zuskia. Yeah, figure it out.
There's now a political elected named Austin.
Anywho.
He's doing his best. He's on vacation.
We have 4 leaders in Zuskia.
I wish this
Rubio,
wasn't.
don't worry about our empire. You worry about your own.
Just making sure that we maintain the balances all. Unless we have pressing matters, but if we lose what we've gained now, there's no going back.
And Kylo, you take whoever you want to the void. If you want to take me, that's great. I will be on my bestest behavior, I promise. And I will always have your
I
back.
appreciate that.
Onyx will also have your back. So either one, me or him, is a solid choice.
Kylie, before you say anything, I just want to throw out there,
You're a dick, we know.
regardless of who you choose, I just don't want you going in alone.
Reed.
I'd rather you not do that either. You don't
I will
know-
tell you.
You don't know what kind
more.
of beasties are on the other side of that thing.
I will tell
Oh,
you more about myself on the journey if you bring me. That's all.
I would like to mention that if anything does go sour, I can get us out of there like that. I can teleport and take up to 10 people. So instantly
well, that's
gone.
very convenient.
Instantly.
My teleportation doesn't quite work like that, but I can also get to and from places.
And if wait. On Elle's point, if magic doesn't work, the only person that's getting you out of there is me.
I have a griffin.
Raven's just. Yeah, level 1 versus level 13. You eat this finger, dude.
That is a good point, though, Logan, to consider. Austin to Logan, that is a good point. If magic doesn't work, you're going to want me or Cars, or Raven or Cars in there. Because if magic doesn't work, that's a problem.
And I can't take cars. That's already been established.
Onyx, I'm not dissing Onyx,
can't.
but you don't have your divine smite.
Listen, if
Yeah.
magic
Yeah.
doesn't work, we've got greater problems than getting out.
Well, the thing
Not
about
really.
the void is it's not necessarily that magic doesn't work. It's just delayed. So you can do magic. It's theorized you can do magic. It just doesn't work until you leave. And then it all does work. So you have to be a little careful.
So me or Cars then.
Wait.
That's the choices.
Wait. Kailu. Last thing, actually. You decide after everything we talk about.
He really wants to go.
Yes.
He is trying so hard.
I've never tried harder in my life.
I don't think there's any other character that wants to go to the void besides Kailu and Cars this much. And
Yeah.
Kailu's like,
Yeah,
no,
Kyle really wants
you
to
can't
go.
do
I can't take you. I can't.
It's very
I
true.
would love to take you. It would be a fun family bonding moment.
Out of character, Eldarian inside is like screaming because he wants to act like he wants to go because he heard monsters, void, like all this stuff is exciting, but he's like, I don't know Kailu well enough to be like, take me, please.
So Cars actually like comes up, doesn't touch you, but like puts his hand forward and is like,
You decide what you want to do. I respect it either way. But I think that you should bring someone that actually knows what they're doing. I'll back you 100%. Trust me on that. Whatever you decide. Because it seems like that's a problem for you.
Kailu, roll me insight.
Okay. It's not my best stat, but it's not a negative, so I'll take it. Oof. 13?
Okay. I'd say this is probably the first time besides dancing, and while you were dancing, you weren't really focused on Car's details. You're seeing things about him, things that are kind of tribal, and you can tell from your knowledge of half-orcs, there are kind of two versions. You can very much know, and probably have guessed this already from his last name. Tribal half-orcs who would live in Zuskia would gather a last name to take away the sense of the old half-orcs who were very barbaric and kind of broody, who only have one name, for they don't have clans. So you know that kind of tribe to be very naturist.
If it didn't run the risk of preventing me from entering or staying there after Ferrer found out, I would probably have taken you, Cars. But this opportunity is too big. Truly. As much as I hate to say it. It's important, and I have wanted to go to the Void since I learned about it as a young little half-elf. Oh my god. I'm sorry, there's so many alarms right now. Like, there's so many police cars that I hear right now.
There's alarms going off on this side too.
There's a lot. How how about everyone else sort out what they're doing, and I go speak with Eldar about what I wanted to, and we can maybe come back to it?
For me, what I was going to say was I would like to talk to you one-on-one with no one else around, but whatever else you want to do, sure.
That's what I'm picking up on too, Brad. There's like feelings from Cars. This is crazy. Cars doesn't have
Yeah,
feelings.
I know. This is like the most RP I've ever seen.
You two could always go upstairs and just hash it out and give it a proper chat while we all talk this over and what we want to do. And keep your minds clean, gentlemen.
I really want to go to the library.
Okay.
I don't want to
go. With Onyx being kind of out of RP for a while, who else goes with Onyx as he just kind of goes to the library?
Not fucking me.
Onyx.
If
Actually,
we
I do
get in
need
a
a book.
situation where no magic allowed, my griffin will still be there. Just something you can keep in the back of mind. I'm looking at the spell above table. I'm looking at the spell. It doesn't say my griffin is magical. It's a celestial fae or fiend. So
How
just-
long does it last?
It doesn't say it ends. Like
Okay,
it
well,
ends
then I
if
w-
he dies, if
So-
he drops to 0, or
Does he
if I
mimic every
dismiss it.
feature of a griffin?
Yeah, he's a griffin.
Okay, so then he is a griffin. He's
that
allowed.
I
in.
summoned.
So he'd
Yeah.
be allowed into the void technically.
Yeah, I have at my disposal a wild beast.
Okay. And with that, do you go to the library?
I am the wild
It's
beast.
just I have more than just my divine smites. Magic or
It's
not.
like not to
I'm
flex
still-
or anything.
I'm cooler than the rest of these guys. Let's see Raven's Griffin. Oh right. I'm joking. I don't say that.
You want your griffin to
Raven
keep
can't
ahead?
even spell Griffin.
Mine
Hey,
got turned
what does
into
that
a
matter?
fried griffin from a dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. As a DM, Raven still has a hippogriff.
Fucking where?
He can whistle it. His didn't
They're
die.
all
He got out
dead.
of the fucking way. When the dragon came, he was like, "I'm scooting left out of its proximity and grabbing Gnar," and that's
Where's
all
that
he did.
hippogriff now? He's probably
He's flying
miles
around.
away.
He'll come out
Stop
and whistle
that
at Raven.
fucking
Raven just has to call him and he'll come.
What is?
He's not smart enough
How
to
does he-
remember.
How did he follow us when we teleported out of there?
He's a griffin.
He's a hippogriff. He's cool.
It's called magic.
Hey Onyx,
Yeah,
you're,
dude.
hey,
Why
Onyx,
you
your
all-
jealous is showing.
It's
Plot
called
convenience.
Apple
It's
River.
okay. I
You
can
have
get
a griffin.
it.
You're all good. You're all good. Anyway, moving forward.
Could also be a Pegasus if I wanted.
Onyx,
Fair
don't
enough.
you want to go to the library? Let's go to the library.
I actually need a
This
book
drives me.
myself.
What is it? I'm not trying.
Would you mind if I came
It's a
with you?
little
I need a
patronizing.
couple. I need a couple books on goblins myself.
Oh,
Does everybody
you're
wanna go
going to
to
the
the library?
library. I'm gonna stay here.
You've inspired the thoughts in my mind,
This is-
Mr. Onyx.
What? How?
Raven's gonna do push-ups.
I need goblin books.
Goblin these nuts. I mean,
Goblins?
Okay.
Do goblins write
I
books?
swear to God.
That's
People write
just a
books
joke.
on goblins.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna. You want to ride the Griffin? I was gonna take Pichu
like-
there.
I would be absolutely thrilled to do so.
All right, royal
So that's-
escort.
As the two of you hop onto the griffin and soar through the city, as his wings stretch far and the flaps are just immaculate to the sound of the ears, and the wind brushes your hair back, Kailu, as you said, you want to go outside the wall to talk to Eldar. That leap. Oh,
Would you hate me if I said maybe we should follow the plan that followed that to go upstairs and have that one-on-one with Cars?
you guys do. Yeah, if that's what Kailu's doing.
All right,
I'm just curious
cool.
about what Kailu's doing.
Well, since Cars wants to have that one-on-one talk, and like, she's not stupid. She knows how big a deal it is for him to sit down and want to be like, listen, I would like to discuss something away from people. So she'd probably prioritize that.
Okay, so
And Eldar's apparently like this weird god creature, so like he's got time.
oh yeah. With that leaves Eldarian and Raven. Out of curiosity, the two of you kind of being left as the two of them walk upstairs, the two of them leave. Raven's probably still chowing down. What do the two of you do?
This is Raven's doing push-ups.
Raven's down there doing push-ups. Eldarian, what do you do? Getting stranded.
52 car pickup with Raven.
I think Eldarian's looking at Raven doing push-ups and just like starts doing push-ups and tries to do them in sync with Raven.
Meanwhile, just Dante's kind of looking down at you guys, watching more so you. He'd expect Raven to do this after seeing him for the past couple days and how he acts. But Eldarian, he's just kind of tilting his head, confused into why you're doing this, and turns to Roken, and Roken's like, "Oh, that's good."
Let's
we
see how
travel to the
long you can
library.
go, Magic Man.
I need you both to roll me athletics. As you, Onyx and Rubio soar through the sky, landing in what used to be the Crystals neighborhood, knowing where the library is. As for you guys, defended it here.
23.
You enter.
What?
23, and so you're good to go for as long as you need, Raven.
Eldarian, roll athletics.
Athletics.
And as the two of you get to the gates, or not the gates, the doors, what do you guys do?
Go in.
Walking into the library, never actually being in the library, but being around it. This is the first time you're entering in. As the two of you walk in, you're seeing beautifully placed brick walls with painted, all of them are painted blue, leading to the very end where there's a nice beautiful statue of what seems to be a wooden dragon head, and below it stands a till where a nice old elvish lady sits. Along each of the walls there's probably 9 to 10 bookshelves filled with books on either side, leaving 20 bookshelves to your disposal. A very small library, but majority of what would be in the Republic, it's a lot of religion books and a lot of cultural books. A very few handfuls of kids books, so folks tales and adventure books of cool heroes that maybe never existed. And at the very far end, it's regions, allowing people to go through different regions of the world, learning about it. Very small categories, though, when you go there.
I approached the elf lady, old elf lady.
Yes, dear. What can I get you?
Yeah, I was wondering if you have a book, like an old folks' tale about the shifting tower.
Well, I mean, not for the yes and no. Go to the kids section and grab the shifter library. That would have the shifter tower within it. Are you
It's like a
Onyx
small.
Deepboro?
One of them, yeah.
Oh, they call me Cindy. I've heard a lot about you. A very true paladin. We don't have a lot of those nowadays.
Yeah, my name spreads like wildfire. I defended this place once or twice.
Well, it seems like the king is protecting you and giving you a tour.
No, the other way around. I'm protecting him. That's like my job.
I'm here for some books as well, madam.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you need, sire?
I need every book on goblins that you got.
There's the two. Written
That's
by
all
Van
of them.
Helsing. It's on the wall right in the regions.
Do we need a library card?
Not for you guys, no. No one comes here. I'm very lonely.
Oh, that's okay. I knew a guy, he could spend the remainder of his life in this library. Great guy.
Oh, what was his name?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
But as days pass, I'm gonna go get the book now. I go
And
get the book.
as you go up to the book and grab it, it is a very old, small kid's book that says the Shifter Library, and it has this magnificent golden library with a very tall tower. As you look deep into the tower, that's the tower you saw in your dream. It's at the very top of this library.
I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just gonna throw that up there.
Hey! I have a tattoo on my arm. Don't judge me.
I'll turn to the passage about the tower and see what I can glean from that.
The most you learn about the library is this massive, beautiful library held the whole world's knowledge within it. It was there was so much of it that the world itself couldn't hold the immaculate weight, and it started to sink all the way down and to be lost forever. But the thing that confuses you is why you saw that tower. It wasn't a drawn image. What you saw was real.
You said it was surrounded by deserts. Was there any like mountain ranges in the background that I
It
could?
talks about it being within the realms of the Great Empire. The mountain view ranges, you can tell there are some of the images. It's very heavily next to some mountains.
Within Empire next. I'm going to go and try and cross-reference maps on the Empire with what I remember.
Roll me. Ooh. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's like doing notes. Ooh, which dice? This
That's
one.
such a mood.
This is going to change.
That good old +1, 14.
Nice.
Okay.
Not terrible.
You could tell. I'm not gonna. This
Could have been
is the
worse,
way
for sure.
Get with it. You can tell the mountains on the mountain view had a stream going through it, and the only one with a visible stream as you look through the mountain map is said mountains. But you could tell these mountains range hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. It could be anywhere on either side of the mountain coast.
Do these mountains have a name?
The mountains do not have a name,
Actually.
but the
Are
river
they-
in it has a name.
The river has a name?
Yes.
Is it labeled on the map?
It would not be labeled on the map, but it would be labeled in the story.
What's it labeled as?
Silent, the Silent Creek, the Silent Creek stretch.
Is this in proximity of like the Great Empire's capital? Is it north, south, east, west?
It's to the east of the capital, the mountains and the river.
Okay. That's not how you spell it. Okay. I gotta go in the Discord bag of holding map.
It's on the screen.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
You're so
I got you.
nice.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I don't even highlight it.
Oh, I see now. So it's east. The capital.
It could be on either side of the capital.
Could be. Combat range. Is this is the capital on like a big plateau like it is on the map?
Yes.
Do we see the plateau in the background in Dream? No, just the mountains in the background.
Just the mountains.
Okay. Alright, we can go to our good friend
As
Rubio
Rubio
Applefist.
picks up the Goblin book, both by Van Helsing, you have Tactics of Goblins and how my friend Theo was a goblin.
Okay.
And as you flip through both the books, kind of just reading within it, you're realizing that a lot of tactics are goblins are very big sheep. They follow a leader. And so if they have no leader, there's mutiny and they scatter. And through the friend of Theo, he was a part of when there was no leader. And it talks about how he had to basically hunt to survive in his own village, and it was a battle to the death on most days with other goblins who tried to steal from him.
Interesting.
But the biggest thing that piques your eye within my friend Theo is Van Helsing talking about an entrance being next to volcanoes, and you know where some volcanoes are.
Pretty close by.
Pretty close by.
Alright. When I'm reading through the book, does it, in either of them, do I see like any mention of Van Helsing being in there, or going there themselves, or just speculating?
Just speculating. It is all based around a third person. It's him using these books as tools to teach people.
Okay. His friend Theo, did it mention where his last known location was?
Theo?
Yeah, the goblin.
At the very end of the book, being buried by Van Helsing. Goblins only live a couple of years. They don't live very long lives.
Oh, cool. Where'd he bury him? Don't judge me for that question, everyone.
He buried him within the very far north of the capital, where their last adventure was heading south from Gongon Mountains.
So it's pretty far from me, hey?
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe one day. Okay. I have some other ideas, but I'll take the books, go up to the counter and ask her, could I buy these books?
Sire, you can have them.
He says, I say, sorry. Ruby will take a gold coin out of his purse and then take her hand with his left, using his right to put it in it, and say, for all your hard work and knowledge keeping you've done the kingdom, but get yourself something nice.
Also, why are you playing with your dangly thing?
What? Oh.
Playing with these dangly.
Thank you. This is war to me. Thank you.
You deserve it. And he'll take the 2 books and say, I'll take care of these, and if I survive, I promise to bring them back. And I'll stow them in my bag.
And after the both of you are done going through your books, Kailu and Kars makes their way upstairs. What do you guys do as you make your way up? I'm probably going into either Kars' room or Onyx or Eldarian, because you do have 3 rooms here. There's options to choose from, or even standing in the hallway for there's no other guests.
Ignore the mess in my room if you go in there. Wild night.
Just finds another dead body. Like, oh, I guess it's going in the bag of holding.
It's the Dark Urge. I picked that as a... Ooh.
I mean, that's up to Cars. He's the one that wanted to have the one-on-one, so like this is all his ballpark.
Okay. We will go to. It doesn't really matter. My room, I guess.
You dumb.
They're all empty.
Yeah.
The DM has disappeared.
Yeah, I'll wait. Respectfully. I guess I don't really have to.
I got a fun idea for whenever we hit a certain level of subscribers or followers on Twitch between me and Joe and yourself and Brad Dagan. I'll explain later.
You can explain later, but I'm seeing like this way.
Okay. I would appreciate also being informed because it sounds fun, even if I can't participate.
God is back.
Oh, you can participate.
Oh my gosh, is it going to be one of those sexy calendars?
Yeah. January through November, not December. Jansen is November.
I'll just wear nothing but elf ears.
I get my
There you
birthday
go.
month. Okay.
Alright.
Shave my chest hair into a heart.
Oh, you have chest hair?
This solid one.
If I did that, it would just look like a
Italian
balloon.
motherfucker. I know you have
Oh my
chest hair
God.
too.
He doesn't have chest hair. He has a bush. It's not hair anymore. It's like a second layer of skin.
Second
I
beard.
don't like that.
Me and Joe
I
got
don't
that
like that at all.
sweater year round, motherfucker.
Bro, I'm warm and negative.
No, you're not.
Anyway,
No.
chat, we're a D&D group, and we roll dice and fight monsters.
Yes. I hope you like our stories so far.
Yeah,
We're professional D&D players.
yeah.
Technically, that's true.
So did you guys pause as I had to run away really quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you just walk upstairs. What happened? Sorry, someone knocked on my door. As you guys head upstairs, find yourselves in a nice secluded location. Who breaks the ice, and what do you say?
There's an owl in here.
Oh, we're just gonna get her in here.
So,
They get into the room and just straight
Listen.
chapstick the whole time.
You want to see my
So
sister?
You want to go first?
you
It's his
let's take
comment.
our-
He's the one who wanted to have the conversation.
That's fair.
I'm
You
just
know,
trying to
I
keep
got-
my lip held where it needs
you-
to be.
IRL, I'm just trying to get that voicetration going on. In
Oh,
character.
okay.
Yeah.
Out of character, is that too much to drink?
Also true. Also valid.
Me 3.
Don't know where we're.
I mean 2.
17.
What?
But yeah, we'd go to Cars' room, I assume, because why would we go to Onyx or Eldarian's room?
Right, if you have a room, it's weird to just be like, you know what, fuck these guys. This is our room now. We're gonna hang out for a minute.
Like across the hall, like why wouldn't we go in here? Yeah, sure. So we'll walk in. Kylu, can you? In all honesty, I've asked you too many times. I don't care what you pick, but if you bring Raven, you do know there's a chance of someone pissing him off and you ending up in danger because of his response, right?
I'm not altogether unprepared for that type of event. I do know it's a possibility. Raven has not a lot of brain cells and not a large amount of patience, but
All true.
there's going to be some big conversations, and I do know there's going to be something that changes. I don't know what it is, but this is a big deal, and I don't want to make rash decisions, but I don't want anyone to color the decision that I make. And Raven doesn't quite understand a lot of what happens anyway.
So,
Cars, in the politest way possible, I want to bring Raven because he's dumb.
Pretty much.
So basically what you're saying is that you can think through situations perfectly and you don't need help. You don't want anyone second guessing you, and why would anyone second guess Kylie, right? So bring Raven because it's easy.
Well, no offense to you or anyone else, but I did spend the entire last evening having to apologize and fend off the poor decisions of both Onyx Rubio and I guess Eldarian, but he didn't really seem to be too excited about the interruption. And truthfully, after seeing that, I am very upset and a little... I don't know the word, but they've made it very clear they don't trust that I'm a perfectly well-handleable adult who knows what they want and what they want to do, so...
Yeah, Dad.
Thanks.
Well, ironic that you bring that up. There's only 2 people in our party that actually said, sure, why should we follow the druid? The all-powerful druid. That was me and Raven. Thus why me and Raven weren't following you. When Raven was face down on the floor, by the way, last night, there was only one person probably yesterday that decided to use his brain. It was me.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Choose to
that's
bring
the-
him or not.
It's the only time that Raven doesn't use his brain.
Sure, he has to think about what to eat, or what to drink, or what not to drink, or what not to eat, sure.
Not really.
Yeah.
Listen, either he eats it and he dies, or he eats it and he's fine. There is no in between.
Amen.
So it's hard. It's hard.
Preach. Preach, sister, preach.
Kylu, I actually want to talk to you alone, because it seems like you, from my experience, have an understanding that all I do is kill people. Before I was a assassin, I was a spiritual leader of my community. Do you know what it's like to look back and only see yourself from your clan? And what I mean is, Being the only one left from your clan.
Well, funny you should say that. I'm quite familiar with feeling like you're the only one left of your entire bloodline, so yes. Yes, I do.
We were late then. On that, at least.
And for the record, I've never truly believed that you were just bloodthirsty, or that the only thing you do is kill. Although I will admit it is an alarming amount of your problem solving, but it's an alarming amount of most of our group's problem solving solution. So
Sure, take Raven and Ruby of your father's problem solving, yeah. How many times have you seen me kill someone? Just to kill someone. How many times have you seen Raven, your father, or anyone else kill someone to kill someone? I promise you, look back. I guarantee that I have never just killed someone because I wanted to. I was bloodthirsty or I was angry.
And I have never said that you were such. But I also can't pretend that your past is any brighter than the rest of us. Although I will admit that maybe I've not had quite the same experiences that most of you have had, but we have all done things in our past we're not proud of, things that we do wish we could change, but this is too big of a decision for me to sacrifice what I would consider my feelings for. I think that you are a wonderful person, and I'm very grateful to call you my friend. But there's too much at stake.
You and Raven and Onyx, in all honesty, are the only actual people that I consider my friends in this body. Granted, you and Onyx are the only people that are actually different than myself. Take who you want. The only thing I wanted to tell you is I became an assassin because I had no other option. I believed in the spirits, the elements, and all of those things. I still do. Oh, and humanity hits you in the face and war hits you in the face. You have no other options but to turn to a little bit to the dark side, and I did that. The Silent Fist did that. And you saw this resolution that they had. Bring me, bring Onyx, bring Raven. I support you either way. Just understand the reason I want to go. Kailu, I wish I was more like you. I wish that I was still you. I no longer am.
Well, I appreciate that, but I personally wish I wasn't quite as, I don't know, young, naive, as everyone believes me to be. Because I know that you all think I am. I'm not blind to that. It's just easier not to bring up. Hurts my feelings less. And I know I am naive. I've never really been outside of Eden's Garden, aside from, well, now, but truth be told, I do think you're one of the better men that we have around. And I'm, again, grateful that you're my friend. And I'm glad you also consider me a friend. I'm not gonna lie, that was a little gray area that I wasn't sure it was reciprocated. You don't talk about your feelings often, and I don't like to push. It's rude.
Maybe I can work on that. Maybe it'll take talking to Onyx or you. Maybe this journey is the reason I'm pushing so hard is because traveling with you maybe will bring out the side that I lost when my wife died. Maybe it'll bring out the side that I actually wish that I still was. Maybe when I asked you to dance the other night, maybe it was what I wish I still was. I don't know.
Well, we can't be what we used to be. Things have changed. We're different people. But what I do know is that anyone can grow and change into being better. And it just takes a little effort and choosing better choices. And out of everyone that we know, I definitely think you're more than capable of making those choices for yourself. Not for anyone else, for you.
Well, I'll be honest, I have nothing else to say. I don't do well put on the spot, nor do I do well in social situations if you've gathered.
And then as he's talking, he's going to start to pull off and twist off. He has 2 crow skulls remaining in his beard. He's going to start to pull off one of them.
This was my mother's. This was my ma's. Her name was Zutha.
And he's going to pull it out and hand it out.
For half orcs, these mean a lot. Take it and adorn it however you want, wherever you go. Raven's the only other one that I've ever given one to. He has my brother's. This is my mom's. If you lose it, I'll find it. If you're lost, I'll find you. Whoever you take. Adorn it.
So basically what he's holding out is the skull of a crow. And he took it out. He's always worn 2. You've always seen 2. The party's always seen 3. He gave one to Raven. Now he's giving one to you. For him, this means a lot. And the reason I say that is like he's holding it out, but his hand is doing like that shake as he's holding it out.
So, like, this entire, like, the tail end of this conversation, she probably would have been kind of, like, shifting her weight back and forth on her feet, a little anxiously, trying to, like, keep herself contained, understanding that it may not be the best time. But the moment that he goes to hand that to her, she's going to take it with her hand as aggressively as she can and pull him in for the biggest bear hug she could possibly manage with her tiny little body. Just as aggressive as she can.
You feel like a very, I don't know if it's hard to describe. You feel like a tense when you pull someone in that like is either muscular or like very like doesn't know how to relax their body. When you pull it in, it's all tense and it's like awkward as he's like okay, and you feel like the tightness of his shoulders and his body like relax into your grip. As you've taken the trinket, right? Like you took the trinket and then pulled him in.
Yeah. No, it's like in her hand firmly.
Yeah, it took him a while to like relax, but when he does, like it's one of those like you feel all like 200 to 300 pounds of him just like leaning on Kailu as like he's just like do what you need.
She's not a big half elf, so that's a lot. He's just like enveloped her.
It's a big man. He doesn't say anything. It's just dead weight. It's someone that's relaxed for the first time in a long time.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
She would eventually release him because she does know. You know, he's not really a touchy-feely kind of guy, even when it's like physical and or emotional. He's just like hands off on that kind of thing. But she's just kind of cradling this and has not decided if she's going to put it on a necklace to keep or if she's going to tie it into her hair. But she probably, after a couple of minutes, would work it into the hair just like next to her ear back here, so it's nice and safe and settled.
So in front of him, she adorns it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So he does that. He pulls back from the hug.
I have nothing else to really give. Do what you need and call upon me when you do. Thanks for being a light that doesn't change. I needed that more than anyone.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll always be here, just so you know. And while you will call, you said that you can call for me, or I can call for you. The same goes for you. If you ever need me, just let me know, and I will be there.
Heard.
With that, it's definitely as awkward, but like one of those like he goes to like put his hand on your shoulder, he hits like your forehead instead.
Right. Thanks. I gotta go. You decide.
And it's like a scurry, but not like he rushes out, but like one of those like very clearly to everyone else or to you. I don't know what else to say. I gotta go before I break down in front of you.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know how to
would
describe
give him
that.
She's not. She's not gonna chase after him. She just she understands he doesn't do this kind of thing. So this has been like the biggest amount of bullshit for him to try and deal with and work through. So she's gonna give it a minute before she like goes back downstairs, tries to find Eldar probably outside.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Kailu, as you make your way downstairs, you see Eldarian on the ground, out of breath, after attempting to keep up with Raven. And this entire time you guys have been talking, Raven's just been doing push-ups nonstop. And there is coins on the table as Dante and Roken are betting on how long Raven's going to last. And as you most likely just... what would you do? Are you still going to make your way and let them do their thing, or stop and intervene?
Well, Kylie would probably be like, Eldarian, are you okay?
You do know I have a constitution of an 18, right?
I didn't. Now I do. He would probably just be done doing push-ups.
I rolled a 26 on another athletics check if you needed it.
I think at some point Eldarian quit trying to keep up with Raven and is just kind of like doing his...
He's just started doing yoga.
Yeah, like, I think when Kailu comes down, he kind of like just pops himself up and he's like, "Ugh. Good workout, big boy." Pats Raven on the back.
I wish I could count higher.
What was that, Kailu? I couldn't hear you.
I'm glad to see that you're bonding. It's important.
He started doing push-ups and I didn't want him to feel alone. I mean, Rubio and Onyx went that way. The two of you went upstairs. I was like, I didn't want to be left out. He slips up on purpose. He like slips up when he says I didn't want to be left out when he originally said he didn't want Raven to feel left out.
Very appreciated. Raven, do you mind if I take Eldarian with me to go speak with Eldar?
Go for it. I don't know what number I'm on.
He's just like
632. 633. 644.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, the two of you then venture. You head to the gate of the Republic as you walk through the streets, still blistering with life. You can see the morale of the people in the capital is extremely more grand than it was before the festival. Everyone's in such a bright mood. And you get to the outside of the wall where there stands Eldar and Merlin, who are having the most, I'd say, non-intriguing conversation anyone could have ever heard in the history of life. It's as if a history teacher is trying to make class boring. But they're both so intrigued with their own conversation.
That was my favorite subject.
I don't want to interrupt them. They seem like they're having a good time.
I want to interrupt them because they are so boring.
Excuse me.
Merlin instantly turns to you, say, "Ah, yes, Very good. She's here. Eldar, she's here.
Oh, yes. We've been talking about. Oh, you brought Eldarian. More magical powers. All right.
And without hesitation, they're already walking towards you and trying to grab both your hands.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we're going on an adventure now, buddy.
All right, here we go. Holding people I don't know's hands.
The hands get held, and both you guys get teleported to a very unfamiliar place, but you can tell where you are. As you look at the ground when you teleport out, you are seeing kind of orangish yellow grass as that Republic has for its kind of texture, leading up to darkness. And as you kind of look at the blistering grass, this is kind of your first impression of what the Darklands is, for it looks dead from the outside, but as you take a closer look, it's as if it's clouded with some sort of darkness. Merlin then turns to you with a joyful look. So, you want to try to get this green again. I fucking love that idea. So how are we doing it? Because I'm not a druid.
Well, there is a spell that you can do, and it allows plant growth. And normally it's not very large. If a single druid spends 8 hours ritually casting, then it would give about. Let me pull the spell. Hold on, so I can give you about a half-mile radius centered on that point. That would be enriched for about a year. But I'm thinking if we had more than one druid or more than one person producing the amount of magic that's needed, and maybe even someone who's much more magical than me and more capable, we could possibly encourage the rest of the Darklands to be green.
So, what I'm hearing is that I'm a very powerful wizard in your eyes.
You ignorant asshole. Did you not focus on the message?
Well, I to be honest, I kind of faded off when she called me a great wizard. You know, I'm a great.
Shut up. What do you need us to do, Kailu?
Well, I suppose I would have to be the one to cast the spell, and well, since I already know it and I'm pretty familiar. But I'm thinking that maybe if we can siphon your magic into me, it could encourage more growth than what I could just do alone.
We'll do whatever we can. Start your spell. We're here. Let's try it.
All right. Well, I don't know if you would feel the need to help Eldarian, but you are a magic user, so I figured getting your help wouldn't hurt.
I will try my best.
All right, well, I suppose the next 8 hours are going to be taken up with us just standing here, so good luck, everyone, and we're gonna start. She's gonna start casting the spell.
Eldarian, do you have anything to help? Out of curiosity, just my.
It's okay if you don't. I included you because I didn't want you left out.
Like, what would I need to help?
Okay, well, if you don't, I was just curious if you had a spell. If not, I would have you roll Arcana to help try to enhance her spell.
I can Arcana, that's for sure.
So for a good 8 hours, you guys stand there. A lot of time for Kylie to think, especially of conversations that had been just had, maybe even using that to fuel the spell. And as the spell gets casted, is there anything else besides a ritual you have to do to cast it?
No, it's literally just me casting the spell for 8 hours.
Okay, so you cast
I could do longer, since it would be such a larger space. I could cast it for longer if you would like that as a DM.
I have Eldar's and Merlin's roll. I just need Eldarian's roll.
I got a 19 on Arcana.
You don't need to worry about nothing.
Nice, okay.
So, with that being said, the last thing I guess the two of you would see, all of you would feel, is the spell gets casted and it shoots through the lands. And for some reason the spell comes flooding back towards Kailu. indulging her in darkness.
No,
And the
that's
darkness
not
starts
great.
to completely consume you with a haunting voice piercing your ears.
You think you can change anything? You are nothing. My darkness will rule this land forever.
And then a very, very faint voice in the very back of your head. No. And your stone erupts with the same surge that Onyx had done, and it floods through the entire Darklands up to Saphira's castle, making a border. Andor fully becoming green as trees go from being dead to filled with leaves and life. Rivers being dark and swampy, back to fresh blue, clear waters. Andor has been restored as up to the Dark Castle, where there is now a border. And everyone sees and feels this boom of a circular form of energy that was similar to Onyx's, but instead of it being clear, it's a very light baby blue as it rocks the land. And once again, in Kailu's ear, you hear, "No!" And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Right on
Thank you,
mic
everyone.
death.
What?
You killed your mic when you screamed.
Oh. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. This is where we're going to end tonight's episode. I appreciate all of you so much for tuning in for this awesome session. Tonight we were not just live on Twitch, we were live on TikTok and YouTube. If anyone is still around on there, I'm unable to see it. Sadly, my computer would explode. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was such a great time, and I hope you tune in for the... if you missed the one-shot last week, you can tune into it on YouTube, and we hope you tune in next Friday. Once again, we are Beards and Barbarians, and never, ever forget to embrace insanity.
Get ready for
a
a
great
raid.
weekend, everybody.
Raid.
Yes, sir.
Raid!
My cat says
Can I suggest a place?
Yes.
Yeah, Steve, what you got?
My buddy, Talarius Game Master. TLARIUS Game Master. He's running a game right now.
TLAR.
IUS.
It says no
And then
results
Game
found.
Master. Hold on. Copy.
All right.
I'll put it in the chat right here.
Oh, I can't see that one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I got it.
Oh, can't see that chat.
No.
Oh, here, I'll do the campaign chat. Would
That
that
works.
be better?
Yep.
There you
Almost there, guys.
go. Yeah, that's my buddy Talarius. He's running his game that he created. It'd be nice to help him out.
Getting ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid!
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, and Brad, if you're still on Twitch, check out the ending that I got. Bye, guys.
Okay.